Okay, YouTube, it took a couple of goes, but here we are starting our Saturday live stream. Woo! Okay, what are we doing today? We are here playing Kerbal Collaborative Warfare. Wow, Kerbal Space Program. We weren't here last week because unfortunately my internet was dropping off and I was ill and all sorts of things were absolutely terrible. So this week we are going to try and continue doing these contracts that we picked up here. I'm just going to have a look through, see if we've got anything for the moon that we want. I don't want to do these destination ones, the survey ones, not until we start a moon base. What I really am looking for is some sort of make a space station. I mean, making a space station would be great, but as that is not what we can do, what we have to do is get 2 tourists up to do a flyby of the moon and do some science whilst they're there. Should be nice and easy, right? Well, I'm hoping it's nice and easy anyway. Now, I'm going to possibly use a variation on the circle maker here. I'm not sure exactly what is missing from this to make it a very good one, but we will find out. We will find out. Okay, let me just hit this and hit this. Okay, so we don't want to send it. We actually want to send 2 tourists, don't we? Because if we have a look down, what is this? Oh, it's my auto asparagus stuff. Don't worry about that. I'm trying to remember everything all the mods that I've installed on this. We took the VAPs where they wanted to go last time, and here is what we're trying to do today. Okay, so what have we got? We've got this flybys. We got orbit of the moon, but we're going to do that later, and we want to transmit or recover some data. Okay, so let's have a look inside our save ships here. Let's see if we've got any that did 2 things. Like, what was this one? Let's have a look at our auto save. This looks like one that will possibly be able to get to the moon and back if we try and make it a little bit better. Now, I believe this is the one. This is our main pod. Okay, so we want this to be able to come back from the moon, don't we? So I'm going to put a tiny little engine on this. Something like, not that one, probably this one. The whole reason I'm going for a small engine is mainly because, well, you know, once we're up in space, we don't want to be moving that amount of mass around. So what's the best one? I mean, the Reliant's good, but I think we want the swivel engine down here. Okay, so we're already looking at, wow, that's quite a lot, actually. It's quite a lot. What I should have done is got ready the Delta V prices, but that's fine. We're just going to keep going like this. So what can we do with this now? I mean, if we just stick this on the bottom, it's not going to be anywhere near enough, is it? For starters, we just put this on here. I don't like the fuel to weight ratio that we've got on the go here. In fact, just adding that little bit extra really didn't do us a lot of good at all, did it? I mean, if we take that off and put it back on here, I think what we've actually got is more Delta V, yeah, the 4,000 there, than we have when we put this on here, which is, oh, that's not right, here, 2,000. So just adding that did a ridiculous thing to us. Okay, so we don't want that. Maybe what we can do is booster up this outside section that we've got here. I mean, we've got a lot of engines on this, so we should be able to do some sort of asparagus. I don't believe we are limited in the number of parts we can do, because, well, I think I've gone around and done everything up. Things keep going on in the side of my screen here. There we go. Let's turn that off just to make sure everything is all right. Okay, brilliant. Oh, it's hard work making sure everything's going right. I'll tell you, it's hard work. So I didn't want to press that. What I actually wanted to press was double this over here like this. Maybe. Let's get rid of this for now. Pop that there. If we can, I'd like to get some more fuel tank in. This might not be. This might be too much, I don't know. Let's see. If we put that there and have this fuel line coming across the top, I feel very quiet compared to my music. Let's turn this down. Let's get everything balanced right. Okay, brilliant. We don't want the game sounds to completely overpower me, do we? Well, I don't anyway. You guys might. Okay, so if we go do this and then pop this here, is that an appropriate level? I don't know. These wants to go up. This one wants to come down into there. Now, hopefully this is everything, but this is still only 5,000 meters of Delta V. What we want is quite a lot, don't we? I'm not sure how much we need to get to the moon. I know it's 10 to get down. We could try this. I don't think it's going to be great, but Alright, let's do a bit of reshuffling to make sure these parts all line up as they should do. Brilliant, just like that. And then maybe this one as well. Let's just give it a bit of a shuffle. Maybe this way. There we go. It's looking good. It's looking good. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. This could do with coming this way a bit and then this way a bit, and then that's looking a bit better. I don't know. We're going to have a bit of a spinny ship, I think. I think we're going to have a bit of a spinny ship. If we go into the structurals and just support everything from the bottom, we should have a little bit of better luck with it. I'm kind of hoping. And the same could be done from the bottom of this to the engines, I'm guessing. And then we're going to go just give it a bit of a go and see what we can get. If we can go there and then just kind of reach across, right? And then it should hopefully just... There we go. Attach like that. That should be great. I'm really do hoping that's great. So we've got the tourists. I don't know. Are they going to go to the moon? Let's just go non-tourists, maybe? I don't know. This is what we're going to work on. So we're going to save that. Who are we going to have? Jebediah is the tourist man. He's the one who's going to be taking the tourists up there. I wish I had seen exactly what we... what's the word I'm looking for? What experience Jebediah's got. So let's come over here and have a look. Jebediah has got to orbit around Kerbal. So the next point that we want is to go to the moon. And we just want to do a flyby, grab some science. So we're going to try that. We're going to go. We are going to go like this. Let all the music roll, do our thing, have a drink of tea, get a little bit pumped. And I hope that our loading screen goes somewhere. Okay, brilliant. What do we think is going to happen here? Well, I'm expecting an early death. I'll be honest, I am expecting an early death. Do we have any sort of scientific equipment to take with us? I don't think we do, so we're just going to go with it. Is there anything here we can get? We cannot. Alright, well, we will be taking off in 5, 4, 3, 2, go! Plenty of oomph getting off the mark here. We're going to have to keep an eye on these fuel tanks. They are the ones that are going to be shedded first. I am wondering whether they're going to be any awkwardness to it. So obviously when you drop fuel tanks, sometimes they can kind of fall in towards your vessel. That would be rubbish. I would not be overly impressed with that. Okay, so I'm pushing over at 10 degrees here, just kind of letting myself lift up. We're braking 150 meters per second. We're trying to push our way to 300 or so, 200-300 before I turn my SAS off and just let the natural grace of the gravity turn take me. I think this should be good here. It's looking good. We're at 4 kilometers. We're about halfway to where we want to start wondering about where things are going to fall. Obviously by 10 kilometers we want to be pointed at roughly this 45-degree mark. We may be going a bit heavy, perhaps if I do a little bit of SAS boosting there, but this is looking really good. We're definitely going to make it to orbit. The real question is, are we going to make it back home? That is indeed the question. Okay, so we're going to stabilise our flight path now. We are coming up to being ready to drop these tanks. I've got a feeling the tank's going to try and drop below me. You see how much my prograde marker is below my actual direction of facing. Oh well, we're going to find out in now. Oh good, yeah, no, loads of time, brilliant. This is how we're supposed to do it. Alright, so we're just going to keep on pushing up pretty hard here, trying to make our way to an apoapsis of 70 kilometers or so. We don't have Eve installed here. Sure, we had clouds and stuff on this. Oh well. We're going to push this up, as I say, to 70 kilometers or so, which is actually really close. So what we're going to do is throttle right down. Wow, look at that. Will you just look at that? We're not going to turn it off because obviously we still want to be going a little bit. Is that going up or down? That is going up. Good. We don't have the Kerbal engineer on here. This is something that I have failed to do. This is not good. But obviously we're here now, so we're going to have to just deal with it. Alright, we're pushing our way up. Perhaps I'm going to go back to facing prograde. Like going up is good, but we don't always want to go up. We do want to start building that forward momentum, especially now. We are at 73 kilometers on our apoapsis. Apoapsis, I don't know, whichever one it is. We will be heading towards the moon. Let's set that as a target. Unfortunately, it's on the other side of the planet from us right now, so we're going to have to do some fancy manoeuvring when we get up there. I always dislike the fact that I seem to make these rockets that just kind of punch their way into into space, and then I've got to kind of coast my way at the top. It's never great. It's never great. Alright, we're just waiting for the luscious tones of orbit to come through. Let's have a look at our domain here. So, yeah, no, it's all looking good. This is Jeb's Island over here. I think this is Kerbal Lake over here. This one here might be Kerbal Lake, which would make somewhere up here Ben Bay, or maybe this is Ben Bay. This kind of looks like it might be Ben Bay. Alright, and as the noise has kicked in, I'm going to start pushing my throttle forwards a bit. It is a shame, as I say, that I did not bring the Kerbal engineer. That would have been good. Even bringing Bob, Bill, whichever one the actual engineer is, bringing the engineer along would have given us a nice little readout up top. These tourists are looking. Oh, hey, how are you doing there, sir? You're a tourist. We're a tourist. What do we see out the window? The sun. We see the sun. Over this side is Planet Woods. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's come out of there. Let us boost this up all the way. Oh, I got stuck in my camera roll thing. Okay, this should be alright. I'm just going to nose up the smallest amount so that we can keep our apoapsis going up like that. Okay, out to 8 or 9 seconds away should be fine. Keeping an eye forwards as always, just to make sure our periapsis doesn't just like pop up above the surface and suddenly just rip through. I thought that had happened. I'd heard a noise. Well, I hadn't heard a noise. We weren't accelerating as heavy as we could have been, and we've got a perfectly circular orbit already. I love it. I love it. So we're going to add a manoeuvre here because I think this is where we want to do it. Just guessing really. So I wasn't quite right. That's kind of the place we want, right? What I really want to do is bring this apoapsis down until we're just touching, something like that. Something like that. That is not an orbit that I'm after. Perhaps if we go there, no, there. I mean, we're looking for a free return. I'll be honest. I'm looking for the best return we can. This looks pretty good. This looks pretty good, and that'll bring our periapsis back down to. What have we got here? 278 meters. I mean, that's no good. I mean, we want to do it with. That is the exact burn we want. As long as we can do this. And everything works out alright, everything should be fine. I would prefer to do it on the underside of the moon, if that was a possibility. There we go. Look at that, brilliant. Hopefully, something like that. Oh, if we can pull this off, this will be the best tourist flight I've ever done. At least to my mind, anyway. Okay, so let's get Jeb on the ball. This is what he's here for. We're going to swing ourselves round towards our manoeuvre marker. Yeah, language working well for me today. Really working well for me today. Are we out of power? I feel like we're out of power. I didn't put any way of conserving power on here. So let's just speed up our thing. And whilst this is doing stuff, I'm going to turn it off. Just so that our power is being totally conserved. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. We are just coasting our way around. We've got 4 minutes until we make our burn. Coming over the top of what I am calling the Cthulian Peninsula. This, of course, is a bit sandy. There's brown rock. The tip is down here. If anybody is wondering where everything is in relation on Kerbal Collaborative Warfare, because whilst we're up in orbit, what else are we going to talk about? To tell you how good my tea is, I suppose. There's a bit of a well-worn conversation, though. I think bit of a well-worn conversation. Okay, we are going strong. We are going strong. All right, how are we looking here? How are we looking? I think everything's going all right. I think everything's going all right. Not that things tell me when they don't. Okay. Minute to go until our burn starts. We're just gonna breeze up to it, I suppose. Looking for the moon to come up above the horizon at some point. I think we're going to be firing slightly before that. Yes, in fact, we are very much going to be firing slightly before that. Not quite at full throttle, though, because obviously we want to be able to watch everything that's going down. I would like to make the most exact burn I possibly could for preference. But, you know, these things, not the easiest thing to undertake. What's going on here? Okay, this should all be fine, I'm hoping. If I just full throttle our way up. I mean, we're going at many G. Maybe we don't want to be giving our tourists quite that much. I mean, this is 2G. 2G is a bit of a push. Hey, Tom Tatty, you cannot believe you made it? I can't believe you made it either. To be honest, I started a little bit late today. I had lots of Christmas shopping to take care of and stuff like that. So, yeah. Okay, let's just make sure this is going to go exactly where I want it to do. The main point I'm looking at here is I want my periaps return. So this has not touched the surface of the moon yet. Let's try and make sure that happens like that. Is this the one we want? Now, if perhaps I kill this, what we want to have a look is see if we start putting some energy into this, what happens? That goes up. That is not what we want to do then. We want to turn around if at all possible, and we want to steal a bit of energy, just so we can get a nice free return. I mean, we got a lot of fuel. If we end up like trying to have to do something at our Apple apps there, we should be all right. We should. I would just like to get that as close as possible, actually. Let's make sure we're not going to leave the moon's sphere of influence. That is obviously something that is very important. Okay, that's a free return mission there. Okay, we are going to come back into here. We are just doing basic stuff at the moment. We're trying to take these two tourists here on a flyby of the moon because our contracts at the moment, let's have a look. We've got these two tourists we want to go by. This one wants to orbit the moon, but we're not going to do that right away because we're trying to level up Jeb, and that means that we want to do a flyby of the moon before we do an orbit of the moon. Yeah, we want to try and maximise those points, right? And then we also want to do some science data from around the moon. Should be nice and simple. I didn't bring a goo canister or anything like that with me because I was trying to like pack the tourists in, so I'm not sure how well that's going to work. Let us warp up to the Monular encounter. Coming in for a sunset and a sunrise. Woo! They are great. Okay, this should be great. Oh no, it was only the last one you would have missed because last week, unfortunately, my internet was being rubbish. I could slander talk all you want if you like, but yeah, my internet just completely died out. And they didn't tell me why or what was wrong or what I could do to fix it and nothing like that. And it's only today when it's actually started being good again. It took all the way up until Wednesday for them to fix my internet. I mean, like, that's why I've suddenly got so many other games going on my channel. Okay, so what's going on here? Right, I think we are successfully around the moon. This definitely looks like we're successfully around the moon. Let us try and get some science. There is no science available, so we're just going to get the crew report. In fact, we are just going to transmit the crew report, and that is some instant... There we go, flybys there. And from space around the moon, hopefully that is then that. Did that not transmit? Did it not transmit it? No. Okay, something's wrong here. Okay, let's just take this crew report, and we will go home with it. There's nothing better to do here. So the tourists can actually do some inventory stuff. Interesting. Oh no, we can turn the cabin lights on. What does it show in here if the cabin lights are on? Hey, well, I can't remember his name. We've come all the way for like 5 hours facing each other. I have no idea what's going on here. Hey, how do we change... oh god, she doesn't look happy, does she? She doesn't look happy. And here's Jeb's seat, he is going strong. Alright, sweet. No, let's get out of here. Let's blitz our way through orbit. I mean, as long as we've got that... Am I one of the users? Yes, I am the one that uses the hover tanks, very much. I'm not a very good plane flyer, unfortunately, so, and I find the tanks are useful for getting in and around their sort of protective bubbles. As long as I'm not facing missiles coming straight at me, I'm generally alright in the tanks. Generally doing alright in the tanks. Alright, let's just make sure that we have actually got this crew report. Jeb, why don't you... What? Oh, is it because we are time warping the slower way down? Double check. Yeah, no, it's definitely there. Okay. As long as that's actually there, we're just going to breeze our way through this. We should come home pretty... let's warp here. Oh, I feel like we just did an entire orbit there. Damn it. Auto time warp was cancelled. Well, we're going to time warp our way down there. That was horrible. That was actually really horrible. Alright, let's try and get our way down. Yeah, I mean, what do you think of the war tank tactic, the hover tank tactic? What mods are we on Kerbal Collaborative Warfare? So we've got Kerbal Foundries, Kerb Inside BD Armory. We just put B9 on. I mean, the Kerbal Foundries is where I get most of the stuff that I use, I think. Fire Splitter, I think we're using Fire Splitter as well. Unfortunately, I just got given the whole list of mods to go and install, and because I wasn't doing the collating of the list, it's not really stuck in my mind. I don't have the greatest memory, it has to be said. I do not have the greatest memory. How are we doing on power? We're doing okay for power. We're doing okay for power. We should go... We did not hit the atmosphere, did we? No. Okay. Whoops. Should always check that the things that I put in place are actually going to work. That would have been a lot more useful. So as long as we go up here and facing retrograde, we can push ourselves down. Look, I mean, the moon's got halfway around its orbit before we even come home. That is rubbish. That is rubbish. Well, we can't say we're not giving the tourists their money's worth. Can't say we're not giving the tourists their money. Yeah, I mean, the collaborative warfare mods are generally the popular mods, if you will. We didn't do that intentionally. It's just they're the ones that are easy to get hold of and are like nice to see and nice to work with. You know, they're popular for a reason. That's what I think about it anyway. That's what I think about it. Okay, we're just going to try and push our periapsis below the atmosphere here. I'm not sure how far down into the atmosphere we're going to dive. I reckon 40 odd kilometers. Now if we turn ourselves prograde and then hard. Hey Callum, how's it going? You have a nice plane concept. So explain it to me. Lay on the updated version of Kerbal Foundry. Well, we are working on 1.4 at the moment. Yeah, that's it. We're not on 1.0.5 because the Kerb inside the bases are different. So obviously we can't just like transfer our nationhoods across because they're different. There will be different nations. Or at least this is what I've gathered from what Penguins told me. I might be wrong. We're going to warp down there. I mean, Penguin is the man to talk to if you want to know any of the technicalities about Kerbal Warfare. He pays a lot more attention to that stuff than I do. I just put stuff out and try my best to Galag and Arch or something. Alright, we are coming down towards the planet. We have just come from the moon. We were bringing these tourists round. Just a quick recap of what's going on. We're now delving our way into the atmosphere. Where are we coming down? No, it's not going to be anywhere close to where we want to be. Got to watch these the parachutes. If we lose the parachutes, we are dead. We're coming in at a very fast speed as well. Is now the time to shed some of that speed and use our rockets? I would like to clear these contracts. Yay, 2 tourists, brilliant. We just need to take them home. Everything so far seems to be going all right. We're not losing any parachutes or anything like that, but our speed is constant. It's constant. We are diving down, but not gaining any speed. So I presume that is like the atmospheric drag coming in. 4 ramjets with a bomb top mounted. It has evolved over many. Okay. Yeah, no, Season 2 is definitely going to be interplanetary. It's the one thing that we've been talking about. Like, when we started Kerbal Collaborative Warfare, obviously we were all wrapped up in how great the idea was, and it wasn't until we were a few episodes in that we were like, this could have been better if we'd set it up right. Which is unfortunate, but you know, we're into the season now, so we're going to have to just deal with that. Let's burn some of this fuel. Probably not the best way to do it. In fact, definitely not the best way to do it. I'm even going to go round back to here. Can't warp again. In fact, we're still very deep. I don't know if it's going to do it. Yeah, I'm not sure what planet I'm going to ask for. I mean, maybe I want to get Moho. I mean, I'd like to see those guys come and get me if I'm living on Moho. I mean, I could just use planets to like get myself gravity assists into higher or lower orbits, whereas those guys would just be like, I'm trying to come down to you and I can't, and I've got no fuel left. I don't know, maybe like that. I mean, setting up a base in the bottom of the mohole, that'd be great, wouldn't it? I think that would be great. I would have a lot of fun if I had a base in the bottom of the mohole. I'd just be like, yeah, come and get me, with my like dome of defense sat on top of it. Maybe. I don't know. We are warping at the wrong type of time warp. Let's do this again. Alright, brilliant. So yeah, in answer to your question, Tom, we are definitely thinking of doing Interplanetary for Season 2. Though, of course, trying to wrap up Season 1 might be difficult, because it's not that we're at a stalemate or an impasse. I mean, I think me and Penguin are definitely making headroads into winning the day. Whilst we're not doing particularly well on having the number of vehicles, like we don't have as many planes left on the map or stuff like that, we are consistently taking more bases. So I think we're doing alright. A lot of the problem is, when you're there doing your turn, it always feels like it's you versus the other three, so you always feel like you're being swamped under. But you've got to remember, it's not. Whilst you are versus those other three, it's those three are also versus everyone, so everyone's got to be doing as well as each other for you to be doing bad. Sorry, the only time we've let anyone join is someone to fill Velox's boots, and we've made them wait till level 15, till turn 15, and that was only because he was a mod author. I mean, you have to sweet talk Penguin really, but we've had so many people asking to join. It's probably not going to be a thing, unless you can bring like 100,000 subscribers to us. I think that would be a deal changer right there. But you know, as we all started off as small YouTubers, I mean, me especially. Well, like when I started Collaborative Warfare, I had something like 200 very hard-won subs. Don't get me wrong; those 200 subs were hard to get hold of. But yeah, then I started the Collaborative Warfare, and boom, everything exploded. So we know what it's like to be a small YouTube channel, and you know, I'm more than willing to do other collaborative stuff with other people. I mean, if you've got an idea for a good thing that we can do together, just you and me, give me a shout. I'm always up for doing collaboratives with other people. Like my inbox is full of other people asking. I've always gone back and been like, yeah, no, I don't mind how many subscribers you have or haven't got, as long as we've got a good idea and we can bounce well from each other whilst recording stuff. Yeah, let's do it. Oh yeah, that's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that. It's always hard to build that first audience, those first few people. I mean, I was so blessed when Penguin came along and was like, hey, I like your stuff, let's do this. I don't think we're going deep enough into orbit, into the atmosphere. I don't know if I want to burn any more fuel here. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. I don't know if we want to burn all the fuel. I don't know if we want to burn all of it. We definitely want to put a dent into the fuel that we've got. Somewhere about now, maybe? I mean, we're still at ridiculous orbital velocities. Let's try and punch our way up out of the atmosphere again. Always worried about the way aero braking works now. I just don't want to blow my ship up. That would be so unfortunate. So unfortunate. Okay, there we go. And with that, I'm going to pump it back up again. We'll go round the planet quickly. Even with the lights on. I'm not sure if post-Finem can be multiplayer, but I am willing, more than willing to just start a Minecraft world with you or something like that, or maybe some sort of adventure map. I always like doing adventure maps with people. I mean, adventure maps are cool, right? I think adventure maps are cool. Especially as they kind of give you a framework to start working on, like with each other about. Because like no matter how good a YouTuber you are, it's always going to be a bit awkward when you first start recording with someone. So like having the framework of an adventure map, something that's got a solid storyline that you can go through, that's a pretty awesome way of getting to know another YouTuber, if you see. If you have a favourite adventure map, let me know. I mean, like, how much of a Minecraft player are you? How long have you been doing stuff? Oh, it's a quiet moment. Let's just make this big again. Just the constant wait as you fall through the atmosphere, just constantly waiting. I didn't push us down at all. Let's throw there. Brilliant. Okay, that should now put us into a collision course. Oh look, we are. This is good. Maybe we're going to be landing in the crater. I have not landed in the crater for a while. Hey, Mr. Womble, how's it going? No. The stream's going strong. We've been going for about half an hour now. We've got maybe an hour and a half, maybe, depending on how well I can keep talking. I'm not so worried about the commentary skills in our live streams here. So as long as we got something interesting to do, I will carry on doing so. As long as I don't feel totally wiped out, I suppose. But yeah, no, we've got another hour, I'm saying. Another hour. Okay, we are diving into the atmosphere. It is intense. This is our third atmospheric dive, though. Let's be honest. We've been taking it easy on our way back. I think we're doing all right. I'm constantly worried about these things that stick out. As long as this antenna blows up, I don't mind. It's if these parachutes go that I'm going to have real issue with. We are building up speed, but we are also diving down into the atmosphere. I've got a feeling the periaps is down at 10 kilometers, so there is no way we are coming back up. What is the plan for the stream? Well, we are just coming back from a flyby of the moon. Mainly we're doing tourist stuff at the moment. What I'm really looking out for is contracts to start space stations, so we can start a tourist shuttle system going from Kerbal to low Kerbal orbit to Munular orbit, and then down to the Mun surface, and maybe similar for Minus and stuff like that. And then maybe, if we can, I'd like to get a rover, do some freewheeling antics. Maybe get so we've got some of those. What are they called? The observational data survey thing missions. Yeah, descriptive. We got those temperature scans for the moons and stuff like that. Maybe we'll make a rover that's capable of going around and doing that. Basically, we're just trying to build up science at the moment, which is rubbish because I keep forgetting to send scientific equipment up to space. So we're just going to have to deal with it here. We are coming down shallow, as you like, over the surface here. See, I say that, but this just looks like death to me. I don't know. I mean, we're still at 2,000 kilometers per second. Sorry, 2,000 meters per second at 2 kilometers per second, and we've only got this amount of time to decelerate. Now, I'm hoping this is going to help, especially when this engine explodes. Yeah, no, this should be cool. And if nothing else, maybe want to get rid of all this. No, Callum, the maritime pack is not part of collaborative warfare because we're playing in 1.04, so the water's useless, basically. Season 2, definitely, we will be doing more stuff like that, but then Season 2 is going to be interplanetary, so that kind of defeats the point. I don't know, maybe. We'll definitely see what we can do about that sort of stuff. Okay, we're ripping down hard. I am more than a little bit impressed with how well this has been holding up. I was expecting some trouble. I was definitely expecting more heating to happen. That should be cool. That should be cool. This is going to explode very soon, but we seem to be doing okay. We are definitely running out of air to break in. That would be most unfortunate if we were to suddenly find ourselves with no room. Very soon I'm going to be saving this last bit of fuel, or maybe we should do it now before the engine actually overheats. There we go, we are out of fuel, so all we got to do is just wait for this to, well, burn through. We are 1.6 kilometres, 1.5 kilometres, so I'm thinking maybe a kilometre up I will start thinking about jettisoning this bottom bit, just so that we're not like being dragged down too much. But I like using this as a heat shield. Even though we have a heat shield here, I just like, just in case things start exploding, which is silly because I've never had an ablative cover actually fully ablate on me. So we always seem to slow down a lot faster than that. Maybe this is something we need to do. Like the drag properties seem to be a bit better on the ablative cover, or a bit stronger on the drag. There we go. That is going to go smash its way into the ocean here. We're just waiting for our speed to drop down below 200 meters per second before we can pop our parachutes here. Wow, that really has got a bit of a lead on us. 1.3. No, what are you doing? Surface, there we go. 1.6. Are we going to make it 2 kilometers away before it decides that it's in trouble? I don't know. We are in serious trouble of our... There we go. I thought we were going to die for a second there. Okay, so this is now going to crash into the floor. Brilliant. Okay, we are safe as far as I'm aware. We have lost our engine, but that's cool. We weren't really looking to bring it back. And wow, look how much this is shaking around here. We're not even at time acceleration. Let's turn that off. There we go. That helped. That helped a lot. All right, pushing down towards the floor. As I say every time, this is by far the most boring part of this. Just waiting for this gap to become 0, even at full speed. So 6 days we were in orbit. That was a lot longer than I was expecting, but we missed that aero brake a couple of times. We should have come down a lot harsher. Maybe next time we go to the moon we will do so. We've got a get in orbit mission, so that's possibly something we're going to do next time. But obviously I want to take more more tourists with us. So maybe we'll start thinking about that. But hopefully we're going to get some... Hopefully we're going to get some decent sciences here. I doubt it, because literally all we did was take a crew report that we already had. Not great. We should have taken a lot of stuff with us. Maybe for this next get into orbit of the moon thing, we will make a specific... Yeah, okay. I know what we're going to do. Alright. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Look, 2 XP gained. These guys both got 4. That's good. Let's come in here. Let's see if we can spend any points. I don't think we can. I think they're 45 and 45 now. We need 10 more points. Wow, there's some buzzing coming through my headphones. Yeah, that's terrible. Okay, so we did a couple of contracts here. All we've got is an orbit the moon left. That's fine. Conduct orbital observational surveys. We'll come back. Someone wants to go for an orbit around Kerbal. We can do that easy enough. These guys want to go for a fly around the moon. We've already done that. Temperature surveys. No. Heat shield landed. I don't like those. I never like those. Check the third. You know what? We're just gonna start getting rid of some of these. Observational surveys of Kerbal. I mean, we could make another plane and go do some more plane stuff. How much science do we get? I mean, it's a fair whack of science, isn't it? Like 16 bits of science right there. Let's try and find out where BH5X5C is. So if you guys didn't know, though I'm presuming you do if you're watching me, if you come to your tracking station, you can see where the parts are that you want to do. So like here's what we want to do. Oh wow, okay, so this is very close, isn't it? This is very, very close. In fact, this is stuff around the Kerbal Space Center. Okay. I mean, that is literally the KSC there. Can we turn this more into... Let's come around to the daylight. This is what we need here. We can see exactly what's going on there. I should imagine... Is this all just EVAs? It looks like it's all EVAs. Okay, so is that the Space Center there? No, this is literally the Space Center here. Okay. All right. We're gonna go do that. We're gonna go do that. I'm gonna take. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. I mean, I wouldn't really mind, but these loading times. I mean, that's one sentence already. Just wasted. Just wasted. We didn't take on the contract. That's what I wanted to do. So, the strategic gamer, let me just tell you, sir, that you've not even said hi before you start going, hey, look at my channel. I mean, what's up with that, man? What's up with that? Even Tommy Tap, like, was just, like, wanted to speak to me for weeks before going, hey, can we do stuff together? I don't know. Should have said hi first, man. Should have said hi. That's my feelings on it. That's my feelings. I mean, I get a lot of messages, especially on the Kerbal collaborative ones, of people being like, "Hey, this is a good video. Come and check out my stuff." That's not the way to do stuff. Like that is. All right, sorry, I did not realise that was your channel. Totally my fault then. But as I was saying, I get a lot of messages on my channel, especially the Kerbal collaborative stuff. I'm going to keep your channel open on a tab here. This is why nothing's going on the live stream, because I'm opening up your stuff. And they're all like, hey, I like your video, why don't you come and check my stuff out? And that is not the way to really reach out to YouTubers. Like, we are all open to doing collaborative, like any sort of collaborative work, because that's what gets our name out there. Yeah? Any collaborative work really does help. So, like, the ideal way for someone to reach out to me and be like, hey, I like your stuff, any chance we can do a video together? I mean, that would just blow my mind. I had someone do that the other day. I was literally telling my friend this very story, being like, hey, people post stuff on my channel all the time, and then I looked in my YouTube messages and there was someone going, can we do some stuff? How many times do I have to switch back and forth? I don't know, how many times do you want to switch back and forth? Right, we're going to take this. Now, if I remember correctly, that is literally just around here, right? It's just around here. Let's just have a look. I mean, we're going to do something very simple. We're going to just launch in here. And I'm going to see if I can just walk around. I don't want to walk around. I want a little vehicle, don't I? We want a little rover or something like that. Maybe like Mark 1 cockpit on the front. Do we have wheels? Do we have wheels? What wheels do we have? Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm going to make us a little rover of some description. Perhaps something that's carrying a lot of science on it. That would be great. Here we go. Let's put a few of these on there. Can anyone remember how many microbiomes there are around the Kerbal Space Center? I don't know. I'm going to take this many with 4 of these, maybe. This should be good for a while, and then maybe if we put a load of thermometer. No, we only need 1 thermometer, right? Put this thermometer up top, and then we put this on the back. Yeah, I'm fast thinking I'm making the moon vehicle that we want to take, right? This will be the rover that I keep banging on about that we're going to take up to the moon. Let's put that there like that. Is that usable if I now put a wheel on the front? Does that look like a workable vehicle? Kind of looks like a workable vehicle to me. Every building in its own biome. And yes, exactly, Mr. Weeble. Mr. Womble, sorry, my bad. Weebles and Wombles, very different. Don't try and mix those two up. Someone will be very angry at you. Where's my, see how I can't click on this? But yeah, you're right. Everyone is very much, hey, look at me, without caring about other people's content. Well, I'm having an issue here. There we go. Whereas if you just take the moment to look around and do stuff. My door's just gone. Give me a second, guys. Alright, sorry about that, guys. people interrupt. Hey. Right, so what are we going to do now? I will need to build some sort of propulsion system on the back of here. Sorry, I completely got thrown off by that. Alright, let's try and do some stuff here. So we want the Mark 1. We don't want the Mark 1. Where's the Mark 0? I'm sure that was a thing here. We just want to put these on the side here. So we just got a little bit of push. I mean, we don't even need a lot of push, do we? Let us get a couple of basic jet engines on the back here. Yep, sweet. And then some aerodynamic intakes. And this should be enough to push us around the buildings, right? I hope so. Who are we going to put in charge of this monumentous thing? We're not going to have Jem. We are going to have Bob, the scientist, because, you know, we're going out for science. Well, so... Mr. Womble saying that he's a small-time creator because he doesn't push himself, he's probably not getting as many views, and this is probably true. But it's all about trying to find the place where to push yourself. Like the forums are always good. People want to know the forums. People always want to know on the forums what people are doing, like, especially if they're looking in the live from the live on the launchpad section. I mean, that's what they're looking for, so that is the place to start pushing your stuff. Other people's channels, not so much. Alright, so let me... what are we going to name this? This is the KSC runaround. Yeah. Double N, but who cares? We're going to save it, and we're going to launch it. We're going to see what we can do. See what we can do here. I've got stuff under my keyboard and it all rocks around, so this is not good. I tell you what, so I see these people's like tours of their equipment and stuff like that, where they're like, look at my place with my like multiple screens. I mean, I've got multiple screens, don't get me wrong. And they're like, look how clean and tidy my desk is. And then I'm like, look at my desk. It's just like piles of stuff everywhere. That's why I'll probably never do a face cam, because there's piles of stuff in front of me. You've got my kitchen behind you, which is not the most nice thing to look at. All right, shall we? I've just realised what we've forgotten. I've got no ladders. Alright, we're going to observe the materials bay. Brilliant. We're going to keep hold of that. We are going to do a quick temperature scan. Yeah, we're going to keep hold of... No, we're not even going to keep hold of that. You know what we're going to do? We're going to send that stuff straight home. Right, so check the map. You know what, right, Mr. Womble? You are completely correct. Because I've got my scientists, I don't need this many bays. But here we go. We've got them anyway, and we're going to use them. I'm still in the old update mindset. It's a horrible case. But there we go. Mate, one day I will upgrade my brain, and we will be there. But as it stands at the moment, I'm a bit of a muppet. You tried to do collab, sorry, Tom Tatty, you tried to do collab with Space Game Junkie with the Space Engineers live stream, but when he joined it was 15 minutes to the end when the Space Engineers server crashed. Oh, it's unfortunate. That's real unfortunate. And to be fair, that is quite a common story. Like when people try and work together, there's always going to be some sort of technical difficulties getting in the way. It's one of the reasons why live stream collabs are not quite as easy to pull off as just a video. Yeah, just videos, nice and easy to sort out. We must be getting close to this place. Must be getting close. We need to get out and do an EVA soon. But this is good. Oh, wow, look! Do you guys see this little line here? No, it's not. It's not coming through on the recording screen I've got over there. That's a shame. It's just a little edge to the map there. It must be where the high detail render meets the low detail render, or something like that. Okay, we are going to... I don't know, let's speed up a bit. So we did a little challenge a while ago, back when I was still just the tiniest of tiny channels, where I had like 100 subs or something like that. So, like, trying to get the jet car speed record. No one ever really took me up on that. Yeah, I don't know anyone that doesn't have technical issues. Like any major collaborative effort that you hear about, it's always like, and here we are on our third take, or an hour later than we expected to get going. You know, that is literally the way of things. Okay, do you reckon we're going to be able to get Bob back in here when we do stuff? Ooh, get up, Bob. I do not have the ability to take his helmet off on this. We need to, what is it, the texture replacer. Hi Sean, how's it going? Tetchy. Nice, nice, I love it. EVA report, we're going to take hold of this. Brilliant, that is our little bit of thing here. Look at that, 4 science points. 4 science points. I'm not sure exactly what we're aiming for scientifically here. What next bit of research it is that we want. Can we grab this? Yes, we can. Oh, no, I can't grab that. Oh, I don't mind about people misspelling stuff, mate. I wouldn't worry about it. Grab it. Grab it, Bob. Grab it. God, what is wrong with this Kerbal? What is wrong with this Kerbal? Okay, let's go this way. I've got my brakes on. That's going to be unfortunate. Okay, we've got enough momentum to get going. Oh, look, there's the next one. It's nice how it tells me where the next ones are. That's a new feature. It never used to do that sort of thing. It never used to tell you where the next thing was without actually telling it to. Oh, also quickly, I know we're an hour into the stream, but I'm presuming everything looks all right. When I started, I didn't have anyone here to ask. I am very much pushing the envelope of what my internet can handle with this encoding rate. So hopefully it's all good for you guys. YouTube is telling me my stream health is amber as opposed to green, but really, has it been on? Oh. Maybe I've just been a little bit unobservant. This is quite common that I am severely unobservant. You guys will notice this. Are we going up here, are we? I don't know which one I'm pointed at here. I do not know which one I'm pointed at. I mean, ideally I want to be going for this one, right? I mean, if I do that, how far away is it? Yeah. Okay, let's turn this way and nail it. I'm not sure how far we're going to have to go to nail it, but we are definitely going to be running. Can't tell me the quality because you're at 240. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. I should be... Oh, shit. Oh, very loud, very fast, very fast. Slowing down, slowing down, slowing down. This is uneven ground. Uneven ground. Oh, we should be alright. We should be alright. I was worried because we're hitting the top of a hill. Thankfully, we only have back brakes on the go. Oh, wow! Oh, wow, jumps. Oh, it jumps. Come on, Bob, you can do it. I know you're not a cracked pilot or whatever, but you're definitely part of the team. Just slowing down as fast as we can. Which turns out is not very fast, even though I turned the brake torque up. And I'm not going to turn the brake torque up on the front one because that would just lead to all sorts of digging in. Who is my internet provider? It is TalkTalk. If you are ever, if you live in England and you are tempted by the cheap internet, don't. Even if you ask them, hey, I do streaming and stuff, you can handle that, right? I can get more than 2 megabytes upload, right? They'll say yes and then give you 0.8. Yeah, no, exactly, Mr. Womble, exactly. And unfortunately, because of the area I'm living in, I can only get a decent speed internet through BT, which is not who I want to give my money to. I can tell you that. I don't really, but kind of going to have to, I think. They're the only ones that can literally offer me... Oh! They're the only ones that can offer me over a 2... Yeah, I mean, I know BT aren't any better, but they're the only ones that can offer me more than 2 megabyte upload. And that's what I need. I need a better upload. My download is great. My download is alright. I've got no... Oh! Poor Bob, who would be dearly missed. Okay, we've got to stop now. We've got to stop. We've got to stop. Just... Oh, wow. We definitely went too far up here. Definitely went too far. Alright. Yeah, a lot of people tell me that their internet is particularly terrible. The thing is, I live in the middle of my town. I could pick up a brick and smash the window of the internet exchange. There is no reason that I do not have better internet. It really frustrates me. It really frustrates me. Okay, another EVA report. This is what's necessary. Okay, that was good. Can we just grab this? Is this just a grab job? No, there is a board there. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, where are we going next? This one over here. This is going to be interesting. No, not deactivate. Ah! Oh, now we're in trouble. Anyway, we've got to cycle through to look at the thing again. Pole. Elu. There we go. So, what's your troubles with BT? What's wrong with BT? Really close to Nottingham BT exchange, but pretty much it's terrible. Yeah, I just do not understand. Well, we are rolling backwards. Need to get my forward roll on. I think we need to go up that way. I'm not sure what a good minimum speed is. Let's try this. Okay. No, still going far too fast. We will, of course, kill the engines and just start rolling. I think we want to roll up that hill. I mean, how close are we to... Ah! Whoa! Maybe we should put some... Oh, we don't have any SAS. Of course we don't have any SAS. I mean, you know this. I know this. I know I haven't crashed the car, which is ridiculous, because have you seen how well I've been jumping this? I mean, like some of those takeoffs, I really thought we were dead. I really thought Bob was going to bite it. And we don't want to kill Bob. He's like one of the most, aside from Bill, the most useful guy. I don't know why everyone like fixates on Valentina and Jebediah. I mean, I know they're like kick-ass pilots, but they're not the ones that make things happen, are they? I mean, the pilots just sit in the front. I mean, where's the engineers, the scientists, the everyone else that makes it happen? Sean, don't I hear that like internet in America is run by Comcast and Comcast only, and that they like try to just milk everyone or something? This is what I hear. Unless you have Google Fiber, which is only rolled out in like 3 states or something. Isn't that correct? If I'm wrong, oh no! Dang it! Wow, at least we didn't kill anyone. I wonder where it was we were supposed to go. This is quite a severe hill. A bit more severe than I was expecting. Oh well, let's recover this. Well, I guess we'll be going in the other direction round the loop this time. Okay. To be honest, Sean's like... no, sorry, Callum was just like, the visuals on my screen look like you're bouncing forwards and backwards. Yeah, I kind of was. Alright, moving on. Exactly the same vehicle. Do we want exactly the same vehicle, or do we want to just move these forwards and get rid of a few things and then everything will be alright? I mean, we could possibly take that off, get rid of this. Then we got a better vehicle. Do you reckon that's more stable? Is that more stable? I don't know. Alright, we're going to save it and try. Okay, oh, I love that little bouncy start. That's definitely what it's about. Let us go to this one first, and then we'll figure out where we're going from there. So, very small amount of thrust. Like, very small. Somewhere around here. There we go. That's where we're going. We're just going to head in this direction. Full speed? Just for a little bit. Okay, 44 meters per second should be more than fast enough to cause us trouble. We've got a little bit of a way to go. It looks like we're going to be just inside the hill range there. So once we're like up to there, everything should be alright. So if we start going uphill, then we've got to start hitting our brakes. I'm glad we didn't kill Bob. I would have been most upset if we had killed Bob. I probably would have even gone for a restart. Or at least a revert, sorry. Have I ever played Civ 5? Yes, I have. I quite enjoy playing Civ 5. Unfortunately, all my friends don't. So, yeah. I don't get to play Civ 5 as much as I want. Though, little bit of a spoiler, maybe the Collaborative Warfare team are going to do a Christmas Civ 5, maybe? I don't know. Like me and Penguin seem properly up for it. Everyone else is kind of just be like, yeah, we'll do that. So we'll see what actually happens there. As always, it's trying to get all of us together on the internet at the same time. That's quite difficult. I'm the worst for it, to be honest. Just trying to get hold of me is terrible. I'm surprised the people still put up with me. just a little spoiler. Yeah, Tom, I would love to be honest, mate. I would absolutely love to. Maybe we could get a few other. I don't want to say this in any sort of harsh way, but a few other smaller gaming networks, gaming channels. Not network, I hate networks. We're never going to do anything with networks. But yeah, maybe get a few other smaller gaming channels that we could do. Awesome. Yeah, we will definitely do that at some point then. Send me an internet message somehow. Are you a member of my Facebook page? That would be a good way of. Well, it's not the best way of getting hold of me. I don't know what is the best way of getting hold of me, to be honest. I do not know. We're going to keep that. That's good. Yeah, you just need to find a way of getting hold of me and then make good use of that. Okay, we are good. You cool America. Okay. Oh look, is that debris? That is debris. That's kind of where we're going. Top of that hill, maybe. Top of that hill. We seem to be rolling quite nicely down the hill. Let's just coast away. Let's just coast away. Don't have any social media. Do you have Steam? If you have Steam, maybe we should friend up. I mean, that's the best way to get hold of people on gaming anyway, right? I think it is anyway. You have email. Wow. Okay. Wow. I didn't know people still used email. Obviously, people still use email. Yes, you have Steam. Okay, cool. Just search my name, Twitchy. You'll find me. Look for you. See the little the guy next to my comment. You know, this comment. Look for him. He's my avatar on Steam as well. Oh, stretch. Hopefully we should be able to finish this mission up soon, and then we're going to go back to the KSC and go around and do a little bit of rubbish, like microbiome searching. I do like these tiny engines. They definitely give you a lot of. There's a lot of potential in the early game for them. I'm also wondering whether we could use them to start lifting rockets. Oh, I got a hiccups all of a sudden. This is no good. It's because I finished my tea. I've got nothing left to drink, so it's all like, no, you're not allowed to do that anymore. Okay, are we going to have to make it all the way up this hill? I think so, because this guy was also pointing up there, and if you kind of triangulate from where we are to where we're going, it's going to be in the middle there. It's going to be in the middle. Really worried about the rate of climb here. I don't want to go ripping up this hill so fast that we can't stop when we need to, but at the same time I'm just about to start stopping. We're going to go for maybe third thrust. No, that's still far too much on these engines. The problem is, like, obviously these jet engines, they're here for lifting stuff, so if you just suddenly push stuff along the floor with them, they are just so OP. So OP. Okay, do you think we're going to get up and over this? Let's have a look. We are getting close. We are definitely getting close. A little bit more oomph. A little bit more oomph. Any moment now, some oomph would be nice. Oomph, oomph. There we go. Oh, this is nearly as bad as using the hover tanks. Wow. Yeah, could not be doing with that. Yeah, I could thrust limit. Good suggestion from Mr. Womble there. I'm just lazy, I suppose. I mean, what would we thrust limit them to? Oh, thrust limit them to climbing over this. Alright, let's try. Once we got up here. There we go. 50%? 50 sounds good. That's just half the power. 50.5. So, as it's the week for talking about this, spelling is not a thing. Spelling, that's blasphemy, my friend. Do not even try to tell me spelling is a thing. But yeah, anyway, as this is the week for talking about it, anyone been to see Star Wars this week? No spoilers, just yes or no. You know, if we are talking spoilers, if everyone's seen it, then maybe we will. But I don't want to talk spoilers and ruin it. Like, I've got a couple of friends that haven't been able to see it, and obviously I went and saw it on the first night because, you know, I'm that type of geek. I have my complaints, but I thought it was... No spoilers. Like I say, I have my complaints, but all in all, it was a good film, and that is as far as I'm going to go with it. Alright, cool. This is our last place to jump off. Seeing it tonight, you will enjoy it. Like, even if you are a die-hard Star Wars fiend who really thinks that he shouldn't have mucked around with anything, you will enjoy it, apart from maybe one or two bits. Cannot stop. Yeah, I don't care. We're here for contracts, not experiments. Okay, we are going to roll back home now. Wish me luck. We're gonna target the KSP. Can't find you on Steam. It's Twitch. Yeah, try Twitchy 1003, or one word. Twitchy 1003. I don't think that's actually me there, but that I know. I will search you up as well afterwards. Oh, look at the drop. Look at the drop. Let's break. Breaking would be good. Look how much this is bouncing. Bouncing. All right. There's a lot more uneven ground than I remember being over this way. Like, I'm sure this hill wasn't here last time I came ripping up here. Maybe it was this way that I drove. But I've gone towards those mountains a lot, and I just don't remember this big hill. Star Wars ended after the Star Wars Battlefront. Wow, okay. 2,000 hours, that is a long time, mate. I think maybe I've got something to rival that in Kerbal, but that's because Kerbal takes a long time to play. I think generally I don't have anything close to that. Oh wow, we are going to be in trouble here, I think. We're building up speed and I can't slow down. As long as Bob doesn't die, we should be alright, but I'm just trying to brake every time all our wheels are on the floor. Though we are making a beeline for the VAB there, and that's pretty good. Braking my way uphill, that should definitely help. No. Yes. Oh, I love this. I love this. Alright, let me write that down. I've got a piece of paper here. We can find each other. I've got a pen up here as well. I'm not going to read it out. I'm just going to write it down. Okay. Well, I've got your name written down, Tom Tatters, and I will come and find you. Yeah, I might have a few hours on Farming Simulator. One or two. My girlfriend likes sort of big equipment. Oh yeah, my girlfriend likes big equipment, if you know what I mean. And I mean, I'm surprised she never wanted Euro Truck Simulator, because like trucks and stuff like that is definitely what she's into. Trains, man, she loves trains. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like trains as well, but you should never seen someone get so excited over the Hogwarts Express. Yeah, thousands of hours in Minecraft, my friend. Thousands of hours. On that note, I am thinking of opening up a server on 1.9. Would people be interested in joining? Would people not? I'm not sure what's going on yet. Just a small community one for Minecraft. I miss doing Minecraft with my friends. When Minecraft was big, obviously my entire social group was into it, as I'm sure your guys was as well. But now time has rolled on and they've all moved on to different games, and so have I technically, but I miss it so much. I miss it so much. Yeah, I thought so. Here's the real question: how many of you would join if it was behind a Patreon wall? Just busting out some ideas. You know, nothing expensive, like $1 or $2. Just to cover the running of it. Though, to be fair, I would probably be paying for it for myself anyway, so who knows? Get low ping despite internet speed. Yeah, no, that one. Yeah, no, it's all right, Shai. Most people can't. I was just wondering if, like, it's one of the things. I said that maybe when I got 1,000 subscribers, I would open a Patreon account. I've gone past 1,000 subscribers and I've still not done a Patreon account, mainly because I don't know what a good reward is. What can a person such as myself do? I mean, we do weekly hangouts here anyway, so there's no point doing an exclusive weekly thing. I don't know. I just don't know. These are the things that I'm worried about. So, material study from KSC. We're just in the KSC. This is not. I was expecting better. Okay. Log the temperature. That should be everything. Maybe when we get over to the VAB, we will get Bill out and see what he can do. Oh look, we roll when we just get started. Okay. To be honest, guys, like, the reply that I got off of you, like, there's 4 of you and 1 person said yes, okay? That is much better than what YouTube say would happen. YouTube would say, like, take 100 people, 10 of those would subscribe to you, and then maybe 1 of them would, like, come to your Patreon account. So, like, you guys have already totally blown that out of the water. So yeah, obviously the hardcore crew here. Right, let's get our way over to the VAB. That's where I want to be. I want to get some VAB stuff. We're going to build up some speed. To be honest, what I think I might do is, like, open the server anyway, and then maybe make like world edit or something like that a Patreon only thing. I don't know. I mean, even that, no, I don't like that, because when I run a survival world, I like to run a survival world, and, like, the only people I want to have any access is, like, my moderators that are just making sure, because, like, I used to play on B&B, as some of you guys might know, and obviously that was a truly public server. And you had to deal with a lot of stuff on truly public servers, and that's why the moderators had access to all sorts of things. There's a hole in this model. Do people see the hole in the model right here? I kind of do. All right, let's do some more materials, mate. VAB, brilliant. Okay, cool. Let's get Bill out. Not Bill, Bob out, and clean up some stuff. Oh, hey. It's a terrible view. So we're going to collect the data, remove the data, and we're going to restore the canister. Media restored, module is operational again. Brilliant. Ugh. Bob surely knows what he's doing. I know, clipping errors, eh? Clipping errors. I can't get up to do stuff with this. Oh, would you believe it? Would you believe it? Oh, I kind of do. Yeah, even this is too far. Oh. No, we can't do it. Okay, well... Clean people. I don't know. Yes, I am a clean person, but I'm not above swearing occasionally. Like, I'm a relatively non-sweary person anyway, or a relatively clean person. If I think that's what you mean by clean. Climb the wheel. I can't get up and under this bit. I think this is just a poor design. We'll recover and get some stuff. We'll think about ladders and stuff next time. In fact, we're going to think about ladders and stuff right now. Alright, so what have we got? 78 science now. Oh, yeah. Parts. Bob, no XP. That's terrible. They're saying that we need to send Bill with the next set of tourists up into orbit or something. Do we have an orbit? Getting ahead of myself. We will come back to that. We'll come back. That's a thought that we need to complete at some point. But the first thing I need to do here... Do we want the Terrier fuel engine? Like this... If you use a command pod, it'll put you on the top. Now that is an idea. So we've got 78 points. Do we want to spend... We can't spend them elsewhere. I kind of want the Terrier engine because I feel that is the quintessential landing on the moon. Yeah, no, Mr. Womble, definitely that's a great idea. If I use the command pod, it puts him out on the top bit. I can then just climb along and do all the stuff. It's smart. That's why I need people like you on the stream, because I'm not that smart. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this. Okay, that's good. That is good. So just to do something else, I do believe somewhere we had a flyby the moon. That's not what I wanted. Orbit around Kerbal. We're gonna take an orbital contract. And we're going to come and have a look and send Bill up into orbit. I mean, we could have just sent him to... what's the word I'm looking for? Parabolic flight, not parabolic. Suborbital flight. We could have sent him to a suborbital flight. But, yeah, whatever. So there should be something called dumb tourist. Oh, look at the way I spelled tourist. Who can't spell here? This is not really what we wanted. No. Okay, there should be a 2 tourist circle maker. Is that something we can do? This is not a 2 tourist capsule. Perhaps we can make it a 2 tourist capsule. Like if we take this away. In fact, we didn't even want to take that away. What we want to do is take away this. Take these parachutes off, if at all possible. Put that away. Okay, what I want to do is put one of these on here. Okay, now with this, we should be able to do... Oh, come on, work. We should be able to send Bill, sorry. We're sending Bob elsewhere. We should be able to send Bill and a tourist up and back with this, right? That's my plan. Let's not send that like that. That looks good. I think that looks good. We could probably do with a bit of power. Which I'm going to do on the off 3. There we go, like that. Will you moonland too? Yeah, I will probably moonland after this one. I know we might have a bit of mucking around between this, but we will definitely be going for a moon landing soon. TM. Okay, so does this look good enough to get up and come back? To be honest, this looks good enough to go to the moon on its own. So let's make sure we've got the right people in the cockpit. We want our tourists, and we also want Bill, our intrepid engineer. We've got to make sure we level up our engineers and stuff. Last update, last season. I just shuffle around on my chair. Sorry if it's a bit squeaky. I went to Juna without leveling up my guys. It was most unfortunate. I completely forgot about it, and by the time I got to Juna, I was like, "Oh no, what happened here?" Oh well. Right, here we go. We are going to fly this completely manual. Go. Hopefully it's going to be good. We just want to make sure that we fly ever so slightly towards the east direction rather than straight up. Not too much, but enough to fall over. We just keep this going. If anything, I think we may be going up a little too much. So I'm just going to hard right it for a little bit until we get to about 10 degrees, something like that. Wow. Alright, maybe we're building up a little bit too much speed. Let's kill my liquid fuel for a sec. This does just put us on a parabolic flight, but there's nothing wrong with just being on a parabolic flight, is there? I don't think there is. Okay, so there we go. That is our first level stage done. We're going to push it so we're not losing speed, but I don't want to be gaining too much speed either. Yeah, no, my to-weight ratio is too high, but we're going to just make do with it. We're just going to make do with it. This is my terrible vessel designs. Thankfully, with all these fins and stuff on the background, on the back, we do actually get to keep it halfway controlled. We've just got to keep on falling over basically until we get to about... Oh, we are so high. We're already like far too high up for the speed we're going. Thankfully, we seem to be doing all right on the gravity turn now. About half throttle seems to be where we're at. If we could pull that prograde marker over that. Hyper edit's good. So one of the things that I'm not sure if you guys are aware of or not, but BD of BD Armory fame has just brought out a nice little mod called the Vessel Mover, and it literally just picks up your vessel for you, and you get to just move it around, much like the name implies. You know, imagine the most useful thing you could find. Damn it, we don't have any control without my engine firing. This is unfortunate. This is not what I intended to do. Oh, jeez. Look how high up we're going, though. Look how high up we're going. Do we want to add a manoeuvre? No, I don't think we do. We just want to spin a bit until we get there. Maybe if we just kick in a bit of engine thrust, we can at least stabilise ourselves, maybe? Yeah, I just want to head towards the horizon. If we're pointed in the right direction at the right time, I'm going to go full pelt, and that should be alright. We seem to be picking up the correct amount of spin. If you watch my nav ball here, we're just kind of drifting towards this. I think I did it right. Watching our climb meter here. Well, why is this called our sort of upwards velocity meter? I don't know if it's got a proper name or not. Can we do any science while we're here? We cannot. I think we have totally plundered all the science opportunities around Kerbal for now, at least until we get some more science equipment. Experiments. Okay, here we go. Just trying to bring ourselves into a nice, flat, stable orbit. Might be easier said than done. I also want to get closer to our periaps before I full on fire our engines up. Though this is still our lifting stage, so I mean it's all going well. It is all going well. We seem to have this perfect little directionality to our vessel at the moment. We're just going this way. We seem to just be floating on this nice little cross here. No, so this is the altimeter. This one that gives us our altitude readout. But this one here is all about how fast we're going up or how fast we're going down. So yeah, that's why I wonder if that's got a real word or not. Oh, we're here. We are at full throttle stage. Hopefully, I once again forgot to put the engineer module on here. Wait, Bill's on here. Why am I not getting an engineer readout? Show me my HUD. Here it is. We have. Why didn't I see that? Why not? Because my screen's too big for how close I am to it. So I'm sat about arm's distance away from a 40-inch TV at the moment. So that's why I can't really see the extremities of my map. So let's put this away. Which means if you guys see me doing anything silly around the outside, please do scream at me, because I probably look at the chat more often than I look at those around the side bits. Oh, stop. Gotta stop. We are in orbit now. Awesome. Great. I was a little bit worried about that there, like 92 kilometres. Where is our apparatus? There is our apparatus. We're going to add a manoeuvre. We just want to pull our periaps down enough to clip the atmosphere. Like that, right? And then we should be able to walk to the next manoeuvre node. Sweet. I mean, we're not going to do too much up here. Have I heard of the game Take on Mars? Yes, I have. Is that the one Buzz Aldrin was a part of? Oh no, it was Buzz Aldrin's Mission Control or something like that. But yeah, I have heard of Take on Mars, but I have played and seen so many different space games that I have trouble keeping them all sort of straight and separate in my head. The only one that really resonates. Oh no, I remember. We can't turn unless we got a bit of. Oh, even this one. Are we in the Reliant? Oh. Oh. Well, we appear to be in a bit of trouble. Though saying that, we have just pushed our periaps down. Wow, totally uncontrollable. So, next thing we need to do is put some SAS modules on stuff like that. Though saying that, very soon we will have the probe cores and stuff that will be able to do that. Let's time warp our way until we get into like some sort of going down towards the planet scenario. I'm hoping that the weight. Oh wow, frames! What's going on with that? I'm hoping that the weight of the engine is going to pull my vessel round to the right orientation. It really doesn't look like it will, though, does it? Really does not look like it will. All right, well here we go, going over the desert. Edith's side over there, Black Crags just further up. In case you guys are wondering where everything is, I really need to come over and take this desert over from tape, don't I? It'd be nice to have that. Now, where is the temple in here? Is it like down there, over there? I know there is an Easter egg somewhere in amongst these mountains. Never really make use of them. We are coming down hot, very hot. 2,300 meters per second, not the best speed that we could possibly be going at. I like to hit the atmosphere below 2 kilometers per second if at all possible. Doesn't look like it's going to be at all possible. Though we are definitely... Oh, no, we're tumbling. I was about to say, though, we're definitely pulling ourselves round into the right direction, but no, we are just full-on tumbling. I've got a feeling these fins at the back here... Should we turn our aerodynamic? Oh, aerodynamic and screenshot. Do you guys... Oh, you guys don't get to see this little steam overlay thing. That's good. I like that. I like that a lot. I even had to turn like my notifications of what my friends are doing off because it just kept on popping up in all my videos. It was terrible. I don't really mind, and my friends don't really mind that sort of stuff. Oh wow. Oh dear. What's going on here? Now what's going to happen? Are we going to fly with those at the top? We're going to spin round? I mean, that's what I'm imagining to happen, is these would spin round to be at the back and the top. You know, much like an aeroplane tail. I don't know. I'm hoping that, once again, this tumble actually slows us down faster than normal would. As long as we... Yeah, no, that was a fin. That was a fin. As long as my parachutes don't burn, we're going to be fine. I'm actually quite liking the way we seem to like move in and out of heating areas. See how this gets hot and then moves back around? How do you turn off friend notifications? So if you go to your Steam settings, it's in there somewhere. Do you reckon we should decouple, Sean? I think we're going to be all right with the tumbling. I think we'll be okay with the tumbling as long as those fins don't do us any trouble. To be honest. Those batteries sure do look like they take a lot of heat quickly. I think we'll be fine. But yeah, the Steam notifications is something in the Steam settings. I think it's in its own little notification tab. The thing is, not many people go digging around in the Steam notification. Like, did you know you can share your games with your friends on Steam? Did you know that? Like, you have to go around to their machine and be able to authorise their machine to do it. But like me, my girlfriend, her brother, my brothers, we all share our games amongst ourselves. It's like the family settings. Just have a look in your Steam settings. There's a lot of stuff in there that people just don't know exists. Okay, we are flying actually over the KSC, aren't we? We are going over the KSC. Jeez. I would have liked to have stopped here. Stopped anywhere around here. Our overheating does not seem to be anywhere near as much of an issue as it could have been. I'm loving the aerodynamic overlay to see what actually is going on here. I don't like it when these things pick up drag, but that's okay. I think we're decently included. Oh, say bye-bye to those batteries. I don't mind if batteries die, to be honest. Should we just burn the rest of the fuel? Okay, that was that. We do need to decouple. Well, yeah, we're at 19 kilometres. I'm gonna wait until we're something closer to 10 kilometres before I decouple. It's looking good, though, isn't it? It is looking good. I'm impressed with our return profile. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. All right, we're down to like 900 meters per second. Coming down below Mach 3. You know, my girlfriend complains about me coming awfully shallow as well. But we're getting close. We're getting close. Alright, we're going to come down to 400 meters per second. I do not want these to be on the same thing. Wow, look at that. Maybe that's what you were trying to point out to me. I hope that was what you were trying to point out to me. Okay, let us... Yeah, we're not dead yet. I'm going to pop some parachutes so that disappears quicker. It does mean we're going to be falling an awful long way. We're going to wait until we're at the point. But look at this. Brilliant. All right. Good work, Bill. Yeah. All right, the real question is, what are we going to do now? I mean, I just wanted to do this to level Bill up. Yeah, honestly don't know what we're going to do now. I'm going to take a moment to read the chat, but everyone's still going on about Steam, which is good. Alright, and the fall continues. 1.9 kilometers, moving at 59 meters per second, which is painfully slow. Painfully slow. I mean, if I've got kilometers to go, I want to be moving at hundreds of meters per second. You want me to land on the moon? Any particular landing spot on the moon you want to see? I don't know where the Armstrong Memorial is off the top of my head, and I don't know where the arches are. I'm very bad at finding Easter eggs without a map. But yeah, landing on the moon. We can do a moon mission. We should do a heavy science moon mission. Yeah, so we'll send. Can we send all three? We can't send all three. Okay, we will send Valentina. We'll send Valentina up because she is the first person to do stuff. That she is my trailblazer. As you guys know, that's it. As I say, I'm not too. I don't know where the Easter eggs are. Maybe we can all like help each other and find a way. Do I have scan set on this? Maybe that's something. Bob and Jeb. Yeah, Bob and Jeb sound good. I mean, ideally, I want the big three, don't we? We want the big three, which obviously nowadays is Valentina, Bob, and Bill. Because screw Jeb. No one likes Jeb. Well, I don't like Jeb. So, what do you guys think of Jeb? Do you think he's the hero of the Kerbal kind, the first man to go up, or do you think he's just a bit of a pushy pilot that makes sure that he's always the first in the seat and not giving any of his other Kerbal colleagues any room to be the first person to do anything? Can you guess which one I think he is? Oh wow, so we have been in the air. Are there Easter eggs on Minmus? I've not found any Easter eggs on Minmus. Someone want to check the wiki quickly for me? If there's an Easter egg on Minmus, I wouldn't mind doing a Minmus mission. But at the same time, like, we should do a big moon mission, shouldn't we? We should do one that involves like taking. Well, we want to build a base on the moon, right? No, alright, we're just going to start. Yeah, just look at it on the menu screen. We are going to. Oh, I want to slow this down before anything weird happens. We're going to start with a landing. We're going to definitely do a moon landing. And then maybe next week, at some point, we will make a moon base. Oh, excuse me. A bit of a cough. Oh, right, sorry about that. That was a proper coughing fit. I'll look on the wiki for the moon Easter eggs. Yeah, do that. Oh, thank you very much, Tom Tay. That would be good. We got 33 science. Not going to be able to do anything about that. We don't want to take tourists to the moon, do we? We don't want to do this. Observational surveys of the moon. I mean, that's nice. That will be one of the ones we take, but it's not. That'll be for our repeat moon mission, if you see what I'm saying. But it's not for our first moon mission. I think our first moon mission is literally orbit the moon. Do we have anything better to do? Temperature surveys. Let's get rid of some of these fly by the moon VIP stuff. Let's fly by the moon. See, now I love all these tourist things, and I don't want to get rid of them because at some point they're going to be useful. But I really want to set up a load of infrastructure first. I want to set up a whole load of like I want the space station. I want a shuttle that will run up to the space station. Oh, we need to build a shuttle at some point, or an SSTO. You guys and me, we're going to have to sit down and try and figure out how to make an SSTO because I'm not very good at that. I'm not very good. Wow, all these testing of the stuff. I'm looking for. Just seeing if anything changes. Any decent moon contracts come up. And whilst we've got a lot of observational studies, that is definitely for the return mission when we have a rover or whatever, right? Okay, so with nothing really there, let's come in here. Okay. I'm going to call up the picture of the Delta V costs curve. Okay. Just need to do some searching. This is the one I want. Okay, to the moon. Woo! 5,100 to land on the moon, and we need at least 1,000 more to come back. Okay, so we got to start with going to the moon, right? That's new, not load. New. So as always, we start with the return vehicle. Now the return vehicle. Oh, I really do want to send all three with us. But I think we're just going to send Valentina. What we're going to do is we're going to have Valentina, and she's going to have a science package with her. So we want one of these, one of these. In fact, they can all go in one of these. I'd never make enough use of these service bays. I think they could be the most useful item in the game, the most useful part in the game. And I just underutilise them. I'm not sure if this is going to come back safely. It looks a bit bulky to me. We'll have to add lots of parachutes and stuff. We don't need the radiators. I'm looking for science. Battery is also something for science. We're going to open that up. Can we get these on the inside there? No, probably not. They want to stick it on the outside, don't we? Okay. So if we do that and then just not spin it around like that. Spin it around like that. Oh. Okay, and then we should be able to bring it inwards a little bit, I hope. No? You're not going to let me do it? You're not going to let me do it? Ah, this is terrible. So you see the way that I'm like shuffling things around, tiny amounts. This is exactly what I'm like trying to make the hover tanks for collaborative warfare. I'm just like, does this work? Can we shuffle this up here? Can we put this over there? Oh wow. 3 monoliths on the moon. I am never going to remember all those. Never going to remember all those longitude and latitude marks. We'll just have to try and figure out when we get there. We could bring Bob. The problem with Bob is he doesn't know how to steer the spaceship. This is why I like to take Valentina with me, because she knows how to steer a spaceship. No, we don't want Jeb. We want Valentina. Because when we take Jeb back to the moon, all we're going to do is put him in orbit around the moon, whereas Valentina kind of like trailblazes forth and does as much as she can. Okay, so we got the batteries. We got the other thing I wanted to take was one of these, which hopefully I can fit under here. Yeah. Okay, that looks nice and balanced and stuff, right? Is there anything else we could do within here? I mean, like, one of the things we want to do, if at all possible. I don't know if they're going to be useful. Don't know if they're not. We're just going to go straight for the Kerbal attachment system stuff. Who knows what we're wanting for? But if we want them and we don't have them, we will be kicking ourselves. That's the view there. We want to put a heat shield on the bottom. Brilliant. And we want some serious parachutes on them. Yeah, serious parachutes. I don't know if this is enough parachutes. How far were we falling down? Yeah, I think Val can still take the science from the unit, so I don't think she's restricted in what she can take, but she just can't reset the stuff. We are missing one of the most important things that I always forget, almost every time. Where is it? Is it in here? Yeah, communicator. It might not seem important. Do we take this one? Let's take this one. It just looks a little bit better on the back here. It might not seem that they're important, but I think they are. Ow! Like, who did that? Okay, I think we're getting on for a good pod. Okay, so now we want the return delta V. Now the return delta V is going to be, get back to Kerbin, 1,300, 1,600, something like that. Let's go for 1,600. We should be able to do that with the Terrier as well. So the first thing, obviously, is a structural decoupler, not that one. What are you doing? What are you doing? Now I have a kind of standard format for making landers. Hopefully we can not just repeat that. I seem to have this terrible thing at the moment where I need to click on it twice. Okay, so that's definitely enough delta V to come home. Now if we do this, I reckon we'll do it with 3. The 3 is probably going to be like massive overkill. What are we set up for here? want to change this to the mun. I want to know what the to weight ratio is. If we throw on some of these fuel tanks. I'm glad we don't have park restrictions anymore. I'm so glad that one of the first things we did was pay for that. Okay, brilliant. Beautiful. Another thing that I'm worried about, do we have landing legs? How are we going to get that? Oh, we do there. Micro landing struts. I just don't think it's going to be enough. So I'll put like 9 of them on. Maybe. Let's, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Let's shuffle them all around and see if we can get them down deep enough. Let's shuffle them all around and don't get... Yeah, I don't think we've got any ladders, but thankfully we're going to the moon, and like on the moon we don't need to be like, we got jetpacks, right? We don't need to worry about ladders. Okay, is that too far down? Does this destroy the whole sort of verisimilitude of the design? Does it stop looking believable if we do this and start just reminding us all that we're playing a game? I don't think so. I think that's good enough. Maybe. Alright, let's pull these back. Oh, who did that? Who did that? Alright, let's retract all these. Okay, does this look like a decent lander? It looks like a lander to... So, we're going to land on this fuel, which incidentally is... Bring this up here. We've got 1,000 to land. 1,800 to come back. We don't need 1,800 to come back, so we've got just over 1,000 to land. If we've not dropped these pods by the time we've landed, then we are ahead of schedule, which is great. I really feel like we're missing something, and I just don't know what it is. Other than ladders. Ladders would be useful. I just don't have them, unfortunately. We've got batteries. Let's compact this down again. The to weight ratios are good, but they're set up for mun. We want Kerbal now. Okay, alright. I mean, this could even lift itself. This middle one could even lift itself on Kerbal. Look, that's great. Alright, so we need to put down another stage now. This stage will be the launch and go to Kerbal. Go to thing. So we're 3,400. Give or take. We need to get like 4,000 delta V underneath us. I think we should be able to manage that. 4,000 delta V. I don't think we're even going to need to... oh, we could have used these thud engines. Then I like the Terrier. It's got such a good lift. Oh, well, no. It's got such a nice profile. That's what I like. I like the way it just kind of fits underneath stuff. Fuel tanks, this is what we need. So, do we want a middle... Do we want an extra stage here that takes us to the moon once we're in orbit? Or do we just want that to do that? I think we're just going to have that do that. So we want to lift with the swivel engine in the middle here. This is a must. I think we're probably going to put 2 with the... No, we're going to have that, and then everything else is going to be... everything else is going to be parallel staged from here, I think. That would be the way to do it. Especially, oh, we got this auto asparagusing thing, alright? How do we do that? I haven't really played with this, so I don't really... Onion staging? I think I broke it. Look. Refreshing shit. What did it do? I don't know what it tried to do. I'll have to have a play with that at some point when we're not... Yeah, when we're not actually like recording live, I will have a serious play and we'll do stuff. Right, so whatever I add on here, I'm going to have to add... what's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to have to add some engines. Definitely. So this one here wants to be 4,000 from stage 5 upwards. So we need these with... swivel, not the swivel engines, I want the Reliance on the outside here, right? Because they're the ones doing the lifting. Yeah, cool. Still not quite enough, but that's alright, because we'll just double up on this. Maybe? How could that not be the thing to do? So pop them there and pop that there. Oh, Oh, we are short by just the smallest amount. Maybe some SRBs will save the day here. Or, in fact, maybe doing this will save the day. This should save the day quite a bit. It doesn't think it's set. There we go. What about now? It saved the day a little bit, but not much. Not much. That is a great shame. Great shame. I'm going to do a little triangle bracing at the bottom. Yeah, something like that. Now, I know that we should never try to add Delta V with solid boosters, but I'm going to add the remaining Delta V with the solid boosters. I reckon we can do that here. Well, I don't know, because we don't need that much more lifting power, do we? We don't need the greatest amount of lifting power. We may, if we do this, we are going to be like OP. No, we're not. Actually, we're doing quite well, and that's a good lift. I think we're there. I think we are there. Right. I want some... We need some fins on this thing, right? We definitely need some fins down here, if nothing else. Perhaps even doing something a bit strange like this. I know, I like strange little rockets. Let's try that. Oh, it looks good to me. Oh, it looks good. What's the correct? See, that kind of looks like what it should be. Ah, this is what's wrong. This is what's throwing me off. This isn't on straight. How do we make sure it's on? There we go. All right, brilliant. Pull this down and then add a bit of a strut. Struts are needed on everything ever. Alright, I think we shall go to the moon today. It's going to be Mumlander 1 because I am super original with my names. And I think we're ready to go. We might be a little bit underpowered. There's only one way to find out, really, isn't there? That wants to go there, these ones are going here. And then I just want to make sure that, other than this one here, all the other engines are in the same stage. Alright. Quite a bit of oomph. 2.5 on the 2.8. But unless anyone sees anything major, I'm just going to kind of hang around just for a few seconds to see if anyone sees anything major that I forgot. But I think we've got everything. We could probably do a bit of strutting up top, but the strutting down below is useful, and that is the couplers that do the strutting up top. We've got the fuel lines leading into the right directions, yeah, on all stages. We've got power, we've got the Kerbal engineer. We have no robotic parts, but they're not open to us at the moment. Okay, alright, I think we're ready to go. I have hit an hour 45 on my streaming, actually. Yeah, I feel quite comfortable with the stream today. The main thing is that I made the decision quite early on that I'm not going to be trying hard to talk all the time. If I've got a moment where it's just quiet, then I've got a moment where it's just quiet, and that I felt a lot better for it. Okay, we are going to take off in 5, 4, 3, 2. To the moon we go! Yeah, well, I got excited anyway. We are going up harder. I want to start turning to the side, even though we seem to have a bit of a backwards list on the go. Does anyone know what that is about? Are we falling down? No, we definitely have a north side issue here. I don't know why. Sorry, a south side issue. Maybe we can turn ourselves. Well, looks like we're going this way. I don't see why. Nothing's... Oh well. Well, that would have lost us a bit of Delta V, but nothing that we couldn't deal with. And now I want to be back here. Yeah, it seems to have a bit of a mind of its own at the moment. I don't really have too much control. We're going up, going there. Now I seem to be getting just a bit more control. Still not great though. Still not great. There's a definite sort of tendency to fall over on the go. This should be alright. This should be alright. I mean, I'm not loving the fuel use. Not loving the fuel use. Let's try and bring ourselves over a lot more. I wonder why that was. Something to do with the weight distribution, no doubt. Yeah, the extra decouplers right on the underside of your vehicle. I love that as a method for adding drama, if you will. I've done it a few times in collaborative warfare where we just start off with a big explosion. It's great, it's great. I found it out because of the test the decouplers whilst landed at Kerbal missions. I love the way those kick around when they're being pushed by this. Okay, so we've got an awful lot of fuel left to get us into orbit. I think we're already far too high on our ascent there. Well, I'm going to warp here. I don't know if it's going to do us any good, but that's where I'm going to be warping to. Quite a nice vehicle, really. What's going on here? Right, so here is one of the problems with the vehicle. Whatever this was causing the offset of direction, no doubt. No doubt. Right, let's cancel our time warp, come down. We want to just be facing towards the horizon, right? And now I'm going to take a moment to look up there. How much are we climbing by when I'm doing this? Not a great deal. Perhaps now is the time to... I don't know. Let's wait. How far away are we? We're 40 odd seconds. I do like having this little on-screen readout here. It makes things very, very easy. We're going to go prograde, I think. I don't mind if we're going to drop down a little bit. I don't mind if we're going to drop down a little bit. We just want to keep pushing. Actually, if we do that, they should start putting things in positive numbers. No, it's not. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, no, this is a fuel duct by the looks of it. I don't think we're going to make it. I don't think we're going to make it. Let's just push this up to here. It should start sending itself over from us, hopefully. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, we are. We're definitely making it. I'm going to try to scroll up for the landing call. The other problem is I don't know how to find out what our thing is. Maybe we can do this on here. Semi-major accident. No, there's going to be a setting on the Kerbal engineer somewhere. Right, let's close that down. Surface? Does the surface give us stuff? Show engineer, that's what we want. Okay. Yeah, there's a latitude and longitude. Brilliant. Brilliant. Alright, then yes, we can do some of these things. We are out of fuel. So, who thinks next week's going to start with a rescue mission for Valentina? Okay, so we need a go or no go. What do you guys think? I don't think we are going to make it up. You know what? I'm going to revert the fight back to the assembly so that we can fix that fuel duct. So which one was it? This. What is that? Where did you come from, buddy? So that wouldn't have been all of the trouble, would it? Centre of mass, centre of thrust seem to be perfectly in line. Excuse me. Everything else seems to be alright. 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. Well, I don't know what else could possibly be giving us any troubles. So, just because I like to try and be thorough about these things, if we're having trouble, what I'm going to do is from here to here, and then also possibly just... Oh, give it back. Give it back, please. Possibly just as critically from here to here. It's got a bit of a twist to it, but it should go. Fuel in the tanks. Good option. No, it's not those. Solid fuel, 800, 800, 800. Yeah, no, they are all exactly the same. Alright, we're just going to have to assume that it was a massive bug. Yeah? Let's just see what goes. of the ones where we start super zoomed out. Hi. This looks good. This looks good. Right. We probably just going to go straight up from there. Oh, I should have put a thrust limit on these so we weren't climbing quite so fast, right? Alright, okay, here we go. In 3, 2... who likes countdown, say? Okay, it's a strong start. It's a much stronger start than last time. There is still a slight tilt. I mean, if I take my finger off the button, what is going on here? Let's try and take control here. Let's try and take control. No, it's really not working. What are my comments on YouTube Red? So, as a user, I see it being a good thing for people to not have ads. Okay, if you've got the money to be able to spend out that $10 or whatever it is to be able to get this service, then I think it's going to go well. As a creator, I have seen a marked. So I get a breakdown of where a lot of my ad revenue comes from, and the amount of ad revenue that comes from the thousands of people without YouTube Red, as opposed to the 2 or 3 people that have YouTube Red and give almost exactly the same amount of money, I can only see it being a good thing for creators because it's more direct. Hi Charlie, how's it going? You're a big fan. Well, you move air well, do you? You move air well. So I still find it a bit weird when people tell me they're a fan. I don't. It's a bit strange. A bit strange for me. I mean, obviously, it was my goal when I started this thing. Being famous wasn't the goal. Playing games and having fun was the goal. But I knew being famous. I don't even like the word famous. Was going to be part of the side effect of it. What is going on with this flight? It's just so erratic. So erratic. Glories! I tell you, coming up with the... no, Mr. Womble. It was bad. His internet came up. Coming up with the leader persona was such a good thing. I've had so much fun with him. Obviously, trying to come up with ideas at this point in the so far down the line. I've done most of the things that I wanted to do with Leader, so obviously I'm now having trouble coming up with fresh stuff all the time. But I knew this was going to be a trouble. This is like part of the trouble of being a YouTuber, is coming up with ideas, right? Okay, I'm just going to attempt to get myself back into something approaching an equatorial orbit when we get up here. I think maybe we can start burning fuel. We're again a little bit lighter of fuel than I would have liked to at this point, but we can live with that. We can live with that, most definitely. Definitely making good head roads on to making it point in the right direction. Coming up to a 90-kilometer orbit, not the best, but not the worst. I just want to fire my engines ever so slightly as we come away from this. Nice, brilliant. And I want to fire up my engines so we're not approaching apoapse quite as fast as we are. Let us go to the prograde marker and just full blown. The music is a bit loud. I do keep turning this down. There we go. Let's try that. So one of the series I've got coming up very soon is the Don't Starve Shipwrecked series that I've literally just recorded. Unfortunately, Fraps wouldn't record that, so I had to use OBS, and obviously I wanted to record that at native levels, so I turned that up and I forgot to turn it back down for this. So that's a long way of going, hey, Don't Starve is coming, and it may be a little bit rubbish. Sorry. Okay, let's keep our nose up a little bit, try and push into our orbit. I should have just kept going. Is the music a bit better now? I did turn it down. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. We are about to run out of fuel, but I think we're going to be okay. think we're going to be okay. We definitely had enough fuel to go like this. Should have added maybe a little bit more. Is it still really loud? Okay. Let me... So I went for half. Here's for a quarter volume. That should be better. That should be better. I hope it's better anyway. If not, well, you know. If it's not better, then there's not much I can do. I have a strong feeling that once again I've not carried enough fuel out with me, but we're going to carry on. We're going to carry on. Because, you know, going to the moon's not the hard part, alright? Do I have a mumble server? No, I do not have a mumble server. I used to have access to a TeamSpeak server, and that was great for ages. But now I use Discord. I tried using Skype a few times, but wow, the sound quality on there was pretty atrocious. Pretty atrocious. Okay, let's try and put down maneuver about here, I reckon. It's going to be about here. Oh, well, that was a little bit too much. We want to do it with as little fuel as possible, ideally. That's a little bit too little. Okay. See, I never know whether now is the time to put it in the fuel to go and push my periapts out. Whether to spend the fuel here or whether to spend the fuel slowing down here. I just don't know which one's okay. I think we're going to go with this. A nice high, or I mean, we're still at the point where we can come back if we realise that we're super out of fuel. We are definitely at the point where we could still come back if we want. Okay, so let us point ourselves towards something to do with a marker over here. One thing that I really want to do that I forgot to do, we want to save this electric charge just in case. Damn it, I brought monoprop with me again. Keep forgetting to not take the monoprop. Alright. I'm not sure about getting a mumble server myself. The thing is, like, most of my friends actually come round to see me when we're playing games. Yeah, we might end up doing an abort. Yeah. So because my friends come around, we don't really have the necessity to have the mumble server or the TeamSpeak server. Especially when a lot of games just kind of come with like the V button does the local chat, if you see what I mean. Like I think like Daisy was the first one I noticed it in, but like Gary's mod and stuff like that. You know, if there's audio within a certain range of you, and your mic turns on. That's kind of the bit I was going for. Your dog is chewing your sock. That is most unfortunate. What type of dog do you have? Is it a big one, small one? I'm afraid that's as far as my knowledge of dogs go. There are big ones and there are small ones. They come in a range of colours as well. I've noticed this. Okay, how far away? Let's speed this up a bit. We don't just want to be watching this. There we go. Brilliant. Right, we're gonna aim there-ish. We're going to do this on the map view. I mean, it's nice trying to do it by the numbers, but map view is definitely the thing we need to do here. It's a small, white, sassy dog. Alright, cool. Cool. That's all I really need to know. It's small and white. A Jack Russell, possibly. Small, white, sassy dogs. They're Have I played Unturned? Yes, I have played Unturned. Well, I played Unturned 2, and now that they've made the update to 3, I find the inventory system so clunky compared to the last one that I don't really know what I'm doing. We are not going to have the fuel for landing. I can tell you now we are not going to have the fuel for landing. So what we are going to do is we're going to make our way up to high monular orbit. We are going to get ourselves some science, and then we're going to come back, and then we're going to make the bottom lifting stage a bit beefier. No, that's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. I'm going to try and make it so that we can return. The best return possible is a free return. It's a Westie. Okay. Sorry, I'm at the point where I'm just kind of trying to watch over stuff at the moment, so my commentary and reply to chat will probably be a bit stilted. You hear how I keep stopping in my conversation because I'm trying to look at numbers and look at the screen and figure out what's going on. Slowly does it. I mean, look at the difference, like 6 meters per second, mate. Okay. This is looking good. Right, we definitely want this nice free return. So let's kill that there. 73 kilometers looks good. No, I will be landing. I will be landing. Don't worry. I mean, we could probably fit another mission in, but right now we're gonna warp to this encounter. Yeah, we're gonna do what we can with the launch as we've put it up there. I mean, I don't want to. Oh, excuse me. I don't want to waste this launch. I mean, we've already reverted it once. I don't want this to be a stream of just reverting back to launch all the time. That would be. I don't know. I would find that unfulfilling. I'm not sure about you guys. Maybe you just want to watch it get done right the first time. I don't know. So this is stuff we've already got. That's annoying. What about you? Is this stuff we've already got from you? That's alright. We can deal with that. What else do we have? Somewhere there should be a thermometer. I bet I didn't put it on. No experiments available. I know I forgot something. There's always something I forget. Let's just stand this up quick. Have a look in here with some light. No, well there we go. We forgot it. But here we go. I'm going to just take a quick screenshot for the forum or something. I don't know. Get rid of that bomb. Brilliant. And well, like this, we are literally just going to be coming home, aren't we? So let's warp our way out and see what we've got. Let's take a moment to watch the moon fly by. Maybe we're going to go for that crater there. Time warp complete. Just waiting for this horror. So this bit between the conics always gets me. Yeah, I mean, I kind of. So Mr. Womble has said there's a streamer on Twitch who likes to do no reverts or quick saves. It's kind of cool to watch him. As he always picks up a trick or two about launch aborts and stuff. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I was very close to doing that with this stream by going, right, we're going to have it like ultra hard, no quick saves, no reverts, no nothing like that, which would have been its own brand of rewarding. But I also wanted to just have some fun. You know, that would have been work with every launch. Every launch would have been so much thinking about. I couldn't have just like thrown this together as I have. I probably could have, to be honest. Right, we need to make sure we are coming home, and the way to do that is to make sure that this is down low. So we're going to do that. Now, I always graze at 50, and that's not good enough, so we're going to go down to 40 this time, I think. Something like so. Now, this still might not be enough. Have we burnt all this up yet? No. Okay, so we want to be headed... We want to be looking this way. We still want to be looking that way at our prograde, so that when we fall down to the planet we are facing retrograde, and hopefully this increased surface area, yeah, that one there, should slow us down enough. That's my plan. It might not work. We might even get... Look at this. So this is Edith's side, which means the Kerbal Space Centre's here. We're going to drop down in 5 hours time, which means we're going to be like here. This should be... This might even bring us home. Like, actually bring us home. We will see. We will see. I'm going to watch the spin of Kerbin, because that's the important bit, is it? No, that's not the important bit. Let's watch here. We can watch the spin of Kerbin from here. So there it goes. That's the bit we're aiming for. I think we may actually... Ooh, wow, look at that weirdness there. I think we may not be hitting it. I think we might be coming down far too fast, and we're going to overshoot by lots. Yeah, This might be dangerous. Well, we're in space. It's going to be... it looks like a flux capacitor in silhouette. Ah, I wish I'd thought about... Where is it? Let's point ourselves around that way. Yes, it does. That's cool. Alright, anyway. Right, what is going on with this loading bit here? I mean, this one seems more detailed than this one. Is this just the one that's too far away and so it looks like... I mean, look at that. Look at the edge there. That's horrible. So is it because it's further away it's got to be more exaggerated, and as we get closer in we get more detail and less exaggeration? I'm guessing that's how it works. I am no... Oh wow. I'm no programmer though, so I don't know how these optimizations work properly. Oh, that we overshot by quite a lot. That's a shame. That's a shame. Right, let's come back. Maybe we can land on the tip. That'd be nice. There we go. Back. There we go. Into the atmosphere. It's going to get intense. It is going to get intense. We are definitely overshooting any and all land. Which is a shame. It would be nice to go on down and get AVA about something else, right? So let's see what's going on with this. We're coming down from 9 million meters. Such big numbers, and the thing that really blows me away is all these big numbers in Kerbal are like divided by 10 from our world. Like, that really does just blow me away. Like just the scale of the universe, the absolute scale of stuff. It's like the latest object found in the furthest reaches of the universe. The one I can't remember. It's just lots of numbers as these things are. But it's like 108 AU out, which is like a ridiculous amount. 10 times the distance to Neptune, something like that. And it's still not even the smallest way towards Alpha Centauri. Like, a light year is something like 6,000 AU, something like that. It's like 6,300 or thereabouts. Like, and you need three and a bit of those to get to Alpha Centauri. It's just, the scale. All right, Charlie, you go and enjoy your time with your dog. I'm sure it will be a beautiful bonding experience, as these things generally are. Glories! Is now the time to use up the fuel? I don't know. I definitely won't be... yeah, now is the time to use up the fuel. I will not be dropping these pods at any time, because we want them for the cross-section, right? Just the drag, if you will. Yeah, we're going up fast, far too fast. I mean, we've gone from 9 to 1 million kilometers, 1 million meters, 1 million kilometers. But it's not enough still. It's not enough. Wow, what happened there? Wow, suddenly everything... Well, there we go. My live stream just dropped down, and now it's back, I hope. I don't know what happened there. Many apologies. I'm guessing it's because of, like, you know, all the anti-talk that we've been having here. So the internet just took umbrage at it. That's my obvious choice. Okay, I hope we're back. I hope we're back. Okay, cool. Wow. Got to pick up my flow again. That's gonna off put me a little bit, but that is fine. We just came through our first error braking. I'm not sure exactly when we disconnected, but we've just come through our error braking. We've gone from 9 to 1 million meters, and we're gonna go around. And maybe in an hour's time, Kerbal will come back under. Maybe. It'd be nice to actually put down in there, but maybe the desert. I mean, there'll be no border dispute if I do that, right? Oh, no, that would be an interesting way to play the game. That would be an interesting way to play the game. If we could have sort of almost the nations of collaborative warfare, but we're actually doing, as well as the science and the career modes as well, but at the same time we're just worried about annoying each other. I don't know. I think that would be something you play amongst your friends, just kind of as a laugh. I've often wondered whether Dark multiplayer can support sort of career mode. A little slow on my comments and stuff. Yeah, well, I find that I need to. I need to jog myself more than anything. When I'm like, hey, yeah, my conversation's going to be a bit stilted now, or you know, it's disconnected me, so it's going to give me a little bit of a jog. That's more to tell myself to pick it up more than to explain to you why I'm being terrible. But there we go. That is the way. So here we go. We are diving into the atmosphere. We've just come over the top of the desert. We are going far too fast to deploy parachutes, but I could have told you that. I could have told you that very much. We are coming in, experiencing next to no G's of acceleration at the moment. The battery use is fine. I'm just coming up and having a look around at all our different fuels, resources. Resources are the words I'm looking for there. Always failing on my words. Always failing. Right, let's check our map again. See what we're going here. I don't think we're going to have any. Topping speed a good one. Our periaps is. We're about to go past it. That's a shame. That is a great shame. Our Apple app's still coming down hard though. I think we might even be on one of the last passes. Let us fire our engines and try and help that along. Oh yeah, look how fast that's dropping now. Oh yeah, no, we are staying here today. We are not. We shall not go back to space today. It was a bit of a long return. I wasn't quite expecting it to be as long as this. I think we spent just as long returning as we did setting up for the return, or going out there, as would be the way to explain that properly. Right, I'm just gonna kill my engine. Who knows? We might be able to bring the entire vessel back. That would be good. Oh look, we're actually skipping back up at the moment. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, which means we're going to be on a ripple back down. Let's do that, because I'd like to come back home for preference, if at all possible. I don't think it is going to be possible though. Let's save a little bit of fuel. Maybe we want to land. A nice safe landing would be a winner there. Very much, very much. I'm not loving how dark our landing spot is. That could be a lot better. Though this skip down, up and back in seems to be very good for the heat profile. I like that. I like that. Maybe we should try and do that. Where will you put your orbital space station? In geosync. Ooh. See, now I always put my space station at about 100k, but that's just because it's easy to get to. There's no reason why geosync couldn't be where we get to. I mean, I'm not sure what the ascent profile is to get to geosync. Could you just like spiral out slowly? And would you get up there in one orbit? Can you? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Where do you guys think would be the best way? Maybe in a like a half geosync orbit. So every time Kerbin turns once, I go twice. That would be nice. It would give you a nice view, and then you'd always line up nicely. I'm not sure what height that would be. I mean, naively, I'm imagining halfway down to the surface of Kerbin, but that's a very naive assumption. What we need is a 3-hour orbit, right? Because Kerbin spins in 6 hours. So if we have 3 hours putting down, then that would be the winner. I'm not even sure how I'd go about working that out. Do you guys know how we'd work that out? Yeah, 100k just seems like the place, you know? The place to be putting it. If you can do the maths, that would be great. Like, we just need to know roughly what altitude and what speed, right? We are taking our time to shed off this speed, it has to be said. I'm not sure where we are in the relation to the thing. I think we're going for a splashdown. It is just dark on my screen. All I've got is flame. A lot of flame. Very convincing flame. 27 kilometers. It's been quite a slow deceleration. Very slow deceleration. Do we have much fuel left? We have a bit of fuel left. Let's try slowing ourselves down a bit more. There we go. Down to a relatively... Ooh, we spun. This may or may not be advantageous to us. I don't know if we should stage. I don't know how high we are. I definitely want to not be looking this way. How do we get a serious amount of drag on the go? We're at 13 kilometers. That's good. I thought we were at 1.3 kilometers. That really would have worried me then. I know you guys can't see what's going on. I'm going to try and do something. Do we have any lights? We don't have any lights at all. Alright, well that is definitely something to take care of as soon as I can. I need the ambient light thingy. I know there's a mod out there that does that. Okay, we're at 9 kilometers. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to pop this down here and see if we can land with this, like this. That would be great. If we could just put down gently into the ocean, I would be a very happy bunny. These are showing troubles here. I'm not sure what the troubles are. I'm not sure even what speed the trouble should be. What speed we've got to be below before, or even what height we need to be. I've got a feeling they're telling me that we're too heavy. What happens if we lose these outside ones? Is that better? It's not really, is it? It's not really. How much fuel do I have? I have enough fuel to seriously be kicking off some stink, so let's do that. I don't want to go so fast that we actually get rid of our parachute. Yeah, but yeah, look, the parachute's not good enough to slow me down. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, well, we've got to get a real low view on here. We're over by Jeb's Island by the looks of it. We're at 9 kilometers. Okay. Sorry, 900 meters. Okay, we're going to hit the water at about 6.5 meters per second, give or take. Which works for me. We just got to get down there now. So, all in all, that mission could have been a success if we had more in the middle stage. I think it's the middle stage that we're going to need. Yeah, let's try that. Valentina should be getting some major points, though, from this, right? I hope so. What would have been nice is if we could have put down on the launch pad. I always prefer it when I do that. Very much do. Alright. Just waiting for those last few meters to pass. I'm just going to cover there. What and how would you have made better, Sean? Oh, we got some science and stuff there. 64 bits of science. That gives us a small inline reaction unit. Oh, is that what we want? We've also got. I mean, this is kind of what I'm saving for next. This is the basic go to the moon kit, right? Well, robotic go to the moon kit. I'm also kind of heading towards all this sort of stuff. That would have been a lot better. What have we got there? Explosives. Nice. Anyway, so mission wasn't the best. Could definitely have been better. So Tom Tatty's asking if I have thought about asking Penguin to install the Maritime pack, and to be honest, mate, no. Like if I want to build a sub, I'll build a sub. I can make one from the stock parts. I actually did my first submarine. How far back? I think it was 0.24, something like that. If you go back and search for Jeb Submariner Extraordinaire, that's my first submarine video. Like without mods, stock. It was good fun. I had a good laugh. It took a long time to figure it out as well. It took a real long time to figure it out. Okay, so this looks a little bit more sturdy. I'm hoping, anyway. I'm hoping. How are we doing on this? So this is now 4,100. That's a lot better. A lot better. Could probably have done with a more efficient engine there. What I am thinking now is maybe we want to double this up. Look, watch. If we do that and there. Unfortunately, it's going to put everything in funny orders. But then we take this one and pop it like so. We got ourselves an instant asparagus. Just got to try and break down. Okay, so they scale at the same time. We want these ones to go first. Yes, those ones indeed. There we go. That is how you asparagus a spaceship together. Yeah, that should be good. All right, here we go. We have a much beefier vehicle this time. 1,560 kilometers for the semi-synchronous. That's all right. That's doable. That's doable. I did not thrust limit the solid fuels there. That's going to be unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. Let's revert that to like straight away before we do anything. Though I have not known anything to make KSP crash quite as much as when you do that. Just to let people know, especially in collaborative warfare where we've got all the stuff going on. If you don't give it time to load everything up properly before you try and do something else, oh, woe betide you. So what is our lift? There's 1.9, 2. Okay, yeah, no, that looks good to me. That looks good to me. Save, launch. Perhaps we wanted to have done a little bit of pre-angling, but it's okay. We're fine. I remember how much this was bucking around now, thinking about it. This might not have been the best one to just redo. Oh well, we will find out. This is going to be interesting. Wish me luck, guys. Go! Faster. Okay, yeah, no, this is good. This is good. We can probably get over to about 10 degrees tilt and then just leave it here for a little bit. This is a good rate of climb. I like this. 1.9 is definitely the numbers to aim for. We're going to pull back a little bit. Just try and keep it on the equator line. Try and keep it on the equator line. I was kind of hoping to be hitting maybe 200. No, we are about on it. We are roughly online for a perfect takeoff. We have got some liquid fuel burning through very quickly there. That is more unfortunate than I could possibly say. We need to find the point where we just balance these speeds out and let this solid fuel burn down, hopefully. Damn it, that is very unfortunate. We're going to be launching. We're going to be lugging some dead stuff into orbit with us. Well, just dead stuff up into the further up into the atmosphere with us. Yeah, probably all those figures would have been on the internet actually. Yeah, that's it's good to do the maths though. Yeah, I've sat down and done a whole load of delta V calculations, even though I've got like this sort of stuff before. It's good just to do these things sometimes. Okay, here we go. We're about to have serious staging. Or we could have blown everything up. Well, that was that. Let's see what we can do about... Okay, so we're now balanced. Let's see if we can't slow ourselves down and come to rest. This is not the lighting for this. Let's go to launch and just not throttle up quite so much, maybe. This is the problem of thrust limiting, sorry, any of the solid fuel boosters. They take forever to burn. Alright, there we go. Let's do it in the daytime, shall we? Well. Yeah, Val was definitely, this is not how we planned it. Okay, this is about where I want to be. Right, I have throttled back ever so slightly. Right, I think we are climbing at quite a good rate. We seem to be a little bit off the equator line. Let's see if we can do something like that. Though every time I touch it, it starts leaning over more. We need more thrust at this first bit. Oh wow, more thrust. Okay, so obviously we're going to need more fuel on these first asparagus lines. Let's revert flight to here. Maybe take those first engines off. I know that's quite a crazy thought, but let's see. These ones, let's take those off. Do we have the to-weight rate? We do. It's tight. It's real tight. Why is this only a delta V of 19? Do you guys see this? S7. I don't know. I don't think that's telling me the truth. Right, let's time warp our way. Oh, wrong type of time warp. Wow. Revert flight to launch, please. Maybe those three aren't the best to be balancing the entire vehicle on. Oh well, that's what we're doing. It's we want to be able to watch it. Now slow down ever so slowly. Alright, let's just try this at next to full power. Go. Oh, more thrust. Okay, the thing I want to know now is how fast are these draining out? I think we're alright. I think we're alright. Are these going to burn down at the same rate these are burning down? No, we could definitely do with pulling back. Why have we got this this lean on again? Well, looks like we're going for a polar orbit then. That is not what I intended at all. I think we're going to have to do a redesign. I hate redesigning ships at this point of the stream. Oh well. Here's what we're going to do though. There is literally no other choice. Should have kept that for something though. Should have kept that for something. Alright, so we're going to go with just a standard design to my mind. We go with like these three and a swivel. These are coming to the moon with us probably. I know that's not the most efficient way, but these are probably coming to the moon with us. Then we put these here, three of them, and we'll copy that out. Come here, give it one of these with two of their counterparts. Maybe we could have done with a bit more underneath, but we'll be alright. We'll be alright. Now, what do we want to add a bit of oomph? Maybe these? No, that's not oomph. This is an oomph. Oh, give me this, please. Thank you. Okay, That's looking good. How are we doing? We're already at 3,900, which is much more than we had when we started. Should have gone with the classic designs. Should have just gone with the classic design. And now, what is our to weights? Not great. They're not great. There are a few places we're going to want some solids then. Just not as powerful. A few hammers. Just to get us rolling. And then I want to do this. It's close. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Right, now I want to take this and put that to there. Is that all the way around? It is. Sweet. And this should be good. I hope. I hope. Someone was telling me not to. Well, Tom Tatty there was telling me not to forget the wings and barbecue sauce. I'm going to use that to mean I best put some fins on. Because I best put some fins on. Okay, so let's just double check our staging here. So we've got all our solid boosters around the outside. These three also, these 6 engines also want to go firing, and the main one wants to be firing. Boom. Okay, then we have the solid separation. That's good. Then we have the 2 asparagus stages. Now these don't want to both go at the same time. I want these ones to pop first. Okay, then that separates, fires up that engine, and this is our landing stage. I think everything is alright. Those winglets are not going to do anything, are they? Let's try these tail fins. Just 3 of these. It'll save the day. I guarantee it. Do we want them to come to the moon with us? They will come to the moon with us. We'll try and crash this into the surface of the moon so it looks kind of cool. Yeah, let's try that. This is not Moonlander 1, this is very much Moonlander 2. I know I've already overwritten Moonlander 1, but whatever. We need to rename it. Moonlander 1 was not the best Moonlander in the world, or in the system, to be fair. Due mainly to the fact that it failed to live up to its claim of being a Moonlander. So that's not what we want. Once again, we are very much perched on a rear engine. On a single engine. Quite a poor point of contact really, but let's do it. Oh yeah, that is how we take off. Maybe a bit too aggressively, but thankfully the solid fuels are burning down a lot quicker than. Ooh, whoa, hold on there. Ease yourself. Wow, we are running out of resources. Wow. So, no, I don't have any docking or RTS yet, which does indeed, as you say, restrict me from doing the sort of the true to life Apollo missions. Which is a shame. I mean, you'd expect docking to be something that would be available relatively early on, but like I've not been pushing for it in the tech tree, so I need to put my prograde in line with my facing, so I can just do that. Brilliant. It's all about staging is all about facing in the right direction when you press the button. This is what I've noticed. Okay, we're just gonna try and reset ourselves off over here somewhere. How are we doing on our thrust? We could do a bit more, but we are well on our way to orbit. Well on our way to orbit. In fact, maybe a little bit too far on our way to orbit. No, actually, I take it all back. We are perfectly aligned for orbit. Let's pull this back here. It feels a bit more thrown together, like to me, being the one who just threw this together on 3 seconds thought. It feels a bit thrown together. Like, it could definitely have done with some struts down below. But I think this is probably going to be more successful than the last one. Alright, we're already at, like, it complaining about us being at orbital speeds. So I'm going to pull this down. Let's just have a look at how we're doing. That's at 50. So I think about half thrust should be able to get us up there. No, staging has been getting a lot kinder. I mean, since it did the... Now, when was it? It was the jump from 0.25 to 0.9, where all the staging started to like fold in, like the top edges tried to fold in and take out everything. And like, oh man, the uproar when that was the case. No matter what we did, we had to have Separatrons on everything. And I think they've just been getting nicer and kinder from that point onwards. I really do. It's been nice. It's been lovely. It's been lovely. Alright, so our apoapsis has just gone through the top of the atmosphere there, an apoapsis of 70 odd, so I might throttle down more. I don't really want to stop throttling, but we will just kind of push our way up. That said, we are at 60 kilometers already. We're about a minute away from cresting apoaps. When we get to 30 seconds, I will start to panic, basically. But up until that point, I'm just going to slowly increase throttle and just make sure that our time is dropping, but not dropping too fast. There, about that. I can do that. We're losing 0.10 of a second, 0.1 of a second every second, give or take. Maybe we should stop for a second. Just let things roll through. As we get closer, we'll... to be fair, there is... The beta version was no better than what we've got now. If anything, now is much better. It was great being there as it was all forming, but... Yeah, I don't think you missed out on anything. I don't think you missed out on anything. Apart from when there was no SAS. Oh, that was terrible. Okay, I do not have the engine thrust that I wanted to at this point in time. Should have known. I should have known. But, Tommy Tat, no, I don't think your chat did glitch. You've just said you had it before 0.9, and you've asked about the chat glitching. So, I hope that's all you've written. And before that was the barbecue wings. If there was more, let me know. Unfortunately, not being like a user of YouTube chat that often, because I honestly am too busy like doing this sort of stuff. Yeah, like it's been a long time since I've had time to catch a live stream. I sometimes manage to watch Panda's ones, but they're the ones he's pre-recorded, so I get to watch them at my leisure and generally cut them up. Okay, we are very close to a beautifully circular orbit. Very close. Well, the whole live streaming service is technically beta, so we got to cut them a little bit of a slack. They should be getting on it though. I mean, it's a market that they're trying to be competitive in, so that they need something better than what they've got. Okay, we are at almost perfect place. Where's the moon gone? There it is. Oh, it's right above us. We should have gone straight from launch, I think. Straight from launch. So I've never actually done a straight from launch thing. Well, not a planned one. Often I've got to here and seen that the moon is on the horizon and gone, just keep pushing. Yeah, I watch a few people on Twitch, but it's generally like I watch Seth Bling when he posts up on YouTube that he's doing a stream and stuff like that. Occasionally I watch a bit of Zuma. 6, 7. There we go. That's close enough to say. We'll stop there and start planning our descent. We're going to add the maneuver. It's a bit shaky, isn't it? It's a bit shaky. That's going to make things a little bit awkward, but here we go. We're trying to anyway. Oh, I definitely think we're going to the moon. Oh, we are so going to the moon. So that is not that much delta V to get close to the moon. I think we might go for that. Can we push this more in line? Can we do just a small... No. Alright, maybe not. It's 570. I don't think we've got that much closer with that. That's 900, 700. Perhaps we can find a better place to put this. Something like that. Yeah, 400. Okay, so we'll go for this 500 entry here. I honestly do not know which part is more efficient, whether I want to spend my delta V here getting closer to the moon. I think it's more efficient to be further out thinking about it. Now that you have given me pause to properly think, the further out you are, the less delta V you need to spend to change things. So if I do this, we should just jump into the moon and then do a little bit of a right there to push us into orbit. Oh, there we go. Alright, well, we've got 17 minutes to kill up here. Do we have an SAS control on it? We do. Oof, wow, that could have been so much worse. Alright, let's just try and get ourselves faced around in the right direction. It's a shame... Oh, that's why I was on the wrong SAS saying. It's a shame we don't have this button yet, but obviously Valentina needs to get much higher things. Yeah, the Easter eggs are... The landing coordinates are going to be so high up into the chat, but yeah, I will have a look. I will have a look. Yeah, so I'm not sure how we're going to pinpoint our landing. I think it might actually be easier from a low orbit, because then when we're at the right place we just stop. That's if I've got the amount of things. So the monoliths, okay, we can do one of the monoliths. Has it given us the opportunity to put way markers down on the planets yet? That would be useful. That would be useful. I don't think they have. So we got 15 minutes of turning time to wait. I think we'll breeze through this. It's going to take a minute to at least speed up enough. Hey Ollie, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. You've turned up as everyone starts showing me stuff. We're going for a moon landing. This This is our second attempt. The first one we had to abort after a flyby because I didn't put enough fuel on, basically. One of these unfortunate things that happens. Alright, I have totally got it into the wrong place for the moon rendezvous, so if we push this up here, maybe we can start pushing that down towards our retrograde. We can but hope. Can but hope. The crashed flying saucer. I don't know if I've been there myself. I've been to the Neil Armstrong Memorial. Is it fourth attempt? Yeah, I suppose it was. I suppose it is our fourth attempt. It feels like the second attempt to me. So what I'm trying to do here is burn on the opposite side of my maneuver node to try and push it towards my prograde, just because I like doing stuff like that. I know it's a little bit inefficient. We should just be burning straight at the maneuver node. I think this is good. Let's slow down the rate we're accelerating a lot. Now we should be able to just push it around. Let it know who's boss. Be like, your gravity has no hold over me. And that looks like a pretty sweet orbit. That's where we're going to go. We're going to go up there and try and slow ourselves down. Let us warp to the money counter or warp here. Alright, bye-bye, Kerbin. Bye-bye. Wow, we're going fast. That's all good, though. That's all good. We're going for some science from the surface of the moon. I'm not sure if we've got flags. I don't know if we've got flags. We really need to get Valentina to plant a flag. Here comes the moon out of the sun, as the moon does come out of the sun. Obviously, I mean, where else would it come from? So, periapsis out of maneuver. We just want a little bit to do that, and once we're in a nice orbit, we should get some contract payoff. That's the word I'm looking for. Contractual payoff. And then when we've done that, I'm going to leave Valentina in orbit so we can go and see if we can get any more science stuffs or contracts or anything else that looks like would be a good idea. Yeah, that was a good English sentence right at the end there. That was a good English sentence. Wow, we're coming up on our 3rd hour of streaming, guys. It's got to be well, it is actually a record for me. We're just yawing. Come on, get back. Spun far too fast. Could really do with some RCS on this. I think RCS should be the next thing we aim for. RCS and I don't know, something to make little robots out of. I would like to make little moon robots. I think that would be a good little thing to do. Alright, there we are, pointing in the right direction. Got like an hour to wait. Where's the moon gone? Is it above me? Is it below me? Is it around that? No, that's Kerbin. It's Kerbin. There. Oh, it's so dark. So dark. We're going to look at the sun. I mean, why not? Alright, we are coming up to periaps here, so we'll start burning. How long does it reckon it's going to take? Like seconds. Okay, we are good enough. We are good enough. I don't need that. Let's just do this. Let's just circularize and stuff. You usually struggle with rovers and stuff, let alone robots. I do better with robots than I do rovers, but I just like. I like doing unusual things, not just because I'm trying to be weird, though believe I am. What about a rover skate park? That is so what I'm actually trying to do, mate. We need to go to find a canyon, a decent canyon, like for a half pipe, and then we'll just go from there. You never get the yeah, I mean the thing with the science and career mode is like unless you're end game, you have got to prioritise what you want, and for a lot of people, rovers is not what they prioritise. For me, it is. It's just the way I like to play. Right, I am going to go back to the space centre. I was not going to revert the flight there by accident at all. Yeah, no, I love how the fins spin even in space as well. I was umming and ahhing in the VAB as to whether actually to attach them, as it was like a Minmus skate park. Yeah, maybe. I was thinking the gravity might be a little bit too low on Minmus. Okay, Kerbin, tourists, Kerbin. Transfer cute crew on assignment. I've not done that one. I'm going to grab it. That's not. We will do that at some other point. There is nothing that I want to do here, is there? No. Okay. All right. Let's just go for the landing then. I just wanted to make sure. All right, Munlander. Boom. What have we got here? Some stuff done. Recent coverage of your space program has attracted contributions from numerous organisations. We have entered orbit of the moon. Look, we got some science points and everything. And then we also got in orbit of the moon. All right, brilliant. That was exactly what... I didn't realise that was actually the full-on first time we got in orbit. All right, bye-bye, Ollie. Have fun. Alright, we need to have a look on this and this. Let's show the engineer. Let's get rid of that HUD. No, I wanted that HUD. We're going to pop this over this side of the screen for now. Okay, we need to know where latitude and longitude are. And I'm just going to quickly... 70-68 is roughly the ones we want to aim for to begin with. So... if we go round further, which one changes? This one. Damn it. Okay. Well, we can do that. 70 north. 68 on the... Let's just carry on round. Let's wait until we get to 68. And then we'll see what's underneath us. And we'll know roughly what feature we're aiming for. So we want to go north of the big crater. How can we differentiate that crater from the other one? So the other one's got lots of broken terrain and canyons around it. And we want to be up here on this. Okay, I think we can do this. I think we can do this. We're going to do this in... how many moves? Add a maneuver here. I want to bring this down. Is that really what we want? Like that? And then by the time we've got round there... 2 days. Oh wow. Okay, maybe not. Does anyone know how fast the moon spins? Alright, we're going to have to get close. This is going to be our thing. We're going to have to get in close and then we're going to have to do the movements. Okay, we should have enough fuel for this. We should have enough fuel for this. You know what? Screw this. We're just going to face... this way, bring ourselves down, and then on this back end of the flight we'll figure out where we're going. To about there. Brilliant. It should be about halfway down. There we go. Let's get a bit more eccentric. There we go. I like being eccentric. Okay, then we want to kind of bring ourselves down to here. That crater there, that's the one we need to keep an eye on. We want to be up there somewhere. It should turn. How much power do you reckon we've got? Oh, we're doing so fine for power. So fine. Oh wow, look at that. Beautiful. Shame the sun's just right there, eh? Okay. We're in the Biome Far East Crater. Bring that down to a reasonable couple of 100 kilometers, I suppose. Like that. Now, how long are we going to get round here? In an hour. How far do you reckon the surface of the moon is going to move in an hour? We want to be there, don't we? So, let's add a maneuver here. Let's pull it up. So I'm hoping that will put us somewhere close. Or was it more there? Let's drag it around a bit. Where are we landing? We're landing at the crashed spaceship. That's where I would like to land. If I got this right as the 68 mark. Okay, let's pull ourselves round. Try and find. Oh, we're still one. Do you guys get that where you're one mark into the time accelerate? Yeah, you're there going, why won't my controls work? Because I get that all the time. All the time. Okay. Falling our way into the right spot. So I reckon it's somewhere around here. This looks to be about right. We will try and put down at the right spot straight off. The problem is, obviously, I didn't write down the coordinates, so let me try and write down those coordinates quickly. It's in here somewhere. There we go. 5725 68819. Okay. And back in the game. Alright, sweet. No, not back in the game. Any second now. There we go. That worried me for a second there. Oh, a crash now would have not been the best thing. Have you never been to any... Oh, is this too much of a spoiler for you? I hope you'll forgive us. I hope you'll forgive us. The game... This is the one that I've not been to before. I've been to the others. I've just never been here. Okay, we are going to perform a maneuver. Let's do this. Oh, you've never been to the money Easter eggs? Okay. Why is this stopped? What's going on? Ah, of course. I thought my lander stage had run out of fuel then. I was just like, oh no, what's going on here? Whew. That worried me. Okay, good. Thanks. Have you guys never been to... It's always worth trying to pinpoint your landings, you know? It's not the easiest thing to pull off, as you guys are probably about to watch me do. It's not the easiest thing to pull off. I've got a feeling we're not going to go anywhere near high or long enough. Okay, so latitude should be climbing steadily. I don't think we've gone up high enough because, like, that's maybe what, 45. We want to get up to 70. We definitely want to get up to 70. Okay, let's nail this. We want to get up somewhere like there, don't we? Okay, maybe closer to that. Maybe. Let's try and bleed off some speed as well. Both at the same time. As long as that doesn't go below 10, we're all good. 9's pretty good. I still got a feeling it's somewhere here. Oh no, Mr. Womble, that would be terrible. Well, to be fair, when we get Valentina to the moon, I'm probably gonna wrap it up there rather than bring her home, because I've noticed that I'm not talking quite as fluently as I was anymore. That's a bit of a shame. Okay, so let us hope that these numbers match. I mean, this one should be climbing just a little bit faster than this one, but they're both trying to... Are we going to the right number? .68 west. Dang it. We're going 68 east. It wants to be on the other side. That is about as unfortunate as you can get. That really is about as unfortunate as you can get. Let me try. Let me think about how we can do this. We can first do this by knocking up getting that above 10 kilometers there. That just puts us in the nice safe orbit. I will attempt to plant a flag on the spaceship, but I've just realised we're going for the wrong coordinates. Also, we didn't get anywhere near high enough on the north, so it's got to be up here somewhere then. Wow. Okay, so we're going to have to go for nearly a polar orbit. Not that way. This way. Oh, hey! Wow! Alex, how are you doing? What? Have your laws been changed? What's going on there? Merry Christmas, my friend. How are you doing? Welcome to the moon landing extraordinaire. We are trying to find the crashed alien spaceship that is on this moon. Unfortunately, I've got a feeling that I've kind of messed it up a little bit. We're going to try and spend a little bit more fuel mucking around and trying to find out what's going on. Somewhere around here. Somewhere. Alright, let's try and make this work. Let's try and make this work. Alright. Unfortunately, you have joined us at 3 hours and 5 minutes. So I'm actually starting to feel a little bit like... but yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. We may actually be wrapping up relatively shortly. As I say, it's now 5:30. I normally finish at like 4, so we're doing well. I just got on a real roll today, to be honest. I just got on a real roll. People have been chatting amazingly well in the chat rooms, and we've been like, hey, what's going on? Hello. Oh, that's a name that I'm afraid I have no idea how to even begin to pronounce. Hi. Oh wow, slow on the texture loading there. Slow on the texture loading. This is all good, all good. So let's bring ourselves into this nearly perfect polar orbit. Just want to try and make sure our longitudes and latitudes kind of match up. Yeah, no, that would be very... So, do you know why suddenly you're able to watch streams in Germany? I know there was a whole load of like music licensing issues or something. At the yeah, now I've got to get this landing right. The thing is, like, at the moment I'm trying to find the landing zone that I want, which is not the easiest thing to do. Like, I've got some coordinates to try and aim for, and like, that's why I've got these up here. But wow, trying to make that happen. Oh, that was the wrong button. Trying to make that happen, not the easiest thing in the world. I don't know if we're up high enough here. Yes, I've got the right coordinates. It's 70 north. Oh, it best have been 70 north by 68 west. Let's double check that. I mean, we're going to spend some time in orbit. We're going to spend some time in orbit trying to get to the right place. No, it's south. Of course it's south. I've gone up to the north and it's the South Pole we want. Well, at least we get to have another go now. At least we get to have another go. In fact, where we got both coordinates wrong up there, we should be going for them down here. Like maybe down here somewhere is actually where we're going for... Oh, look how dark it is, though. Look how dark it is. Let's see where we fly over the top of. So we're looking for 78 by... 70 by 68. Let's get that right. So no is the quick answer there. Oh wait. Oh wait. I think we might be doing it. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. I'm starting landing process. Let's do it. Retrograde. We can muck around when we're on the surface. Let us shed some speed. Do I have a horizontal measurement of speed? There's my vertical. Horizontal speed. We're going to bring that down to next to nothing, and then we will find out where we're going. Oh, we are so close. It is underneath us somewhere. If we had lights in high resolution, we should be able to see it. So my horizontal speed, yeah, it's the horizontal I want to kill. I don't really mind about my vertical speed going down. That would be useful, in fact. There we go. Stop going back up. It's going to take us a while to stop though, and maybe we can float in the right direction on our way down. We want to go a little further north and a little further. Well, let me just stop my engines. A little further north and a little further west. No, a little further east. So we are falling in the right direction. This number's going up, right? No, that number's going down. Okay, well, let's do this way. Yeah, maybe. Oh wow, that sounds like a law that may have come from uncontrolled TV shows available to the masses. That's some wording, mate. I've got to say, that is some wording. Okay, are we going to be able to come down on top of where we want to be? I don't think we are really. We want to go more south and we want to go more west. Let me just double check that is what we want to go. No, just a little bit east actually. So like that direction, if we could get ourselves falling that way, these two numbers should go in the right direction. This is going down to 68 and this is going up to 70. And once we're down somewhere, I don't really want to be mucking around too much with my vertical drop. Going south is definitely the trick here, then. Oh wow, we are falling at a rate, and I'm not sure what my my max acceleration is with this. The moon is like my second home. Unfortunately, as I was explaining to these guys, I've not actually been to this place that we're going to now, which is a bit weird. Bit weird that there are places that I've not been to on the moon. I really want to get that latitude to where it needs to be. There's quite some sideways velocity that I need to pick up to get it. We definitely want to stop any eastwards movement now. So let's push this that way. Okay, so we're just moving purely south, as you can tell by the way our retrograde marker is pointed. I mean, that wants to climb up to 70. We're looking for 68. So, I mean, is that still climbing? Do we want to put a little bit of east on? Let's just do that, see what happens. Alright, we are 18 kilometers off the surface of the moon. Coming down quite high. Oh wow, I got an OK. Well, that's good. I like hearing that I get OKs. Oh wow, we are doing well. We're doing well actually. We're coming down quite hard, but I don't like the fact that we are falling into shadow. Mainly because it's so hard to see. In fact, on that note, I'm going to go turn off my light. Now I can see what's going on a little bit better. Well, I've got a super glary TV at the moment. No good. I need to get some of like anti-glare screen wipes or something. Okay, definitely need to start figuring out about my downwards velocity. We are getting awful close to the floor to not have that in check. Awful close to the floor to not have that in check. And at the same time, we need to now nail this because, well, we are at the right spot. Look, 70-68. That should have been good. Should have been. If we can just bring ourselves to stop before that gets too high. I mean, it wants to go to 57. If we can do that, that would be great. Oh, we are definitely coming in for a beautiful landing, guys. Beautiful. The only thing that could stop us now is if the floor is like super uneven. that would be disappointing. Disappointing. Okay, so we are now just dropping those. Should have got rid of those early on. Time to suicide burn. Is that a thing, is it? I don't know if I can do that right now. Edit there. Oh, let's get rid of that. Now's probably not the best time. Impact time. Yes. Okay, so we've got like a minute until we impact. It's going up. That's not quite the right time. Or suicide burn. Oh, yeah. When we land, I will try and do that. But right now, look at the ground scatter. Oh, it's so good. I knew there was a reason I had that. 50 seconds until impact. About 10 meters per second. That's not too bad. We're coming down quite nicely. Coming down quite nicely. As always, this is the worst part. I mean, whether we're on Kerbal, on the moon, on Minmus, on Gilly, it's just a float down to the floor. The worst. Well, we're about 2 kilometers away from the floor by the looks of it. I've got a feeling that right there is what we are looking for. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to put down on top of it. we are in controlled descent stage now. We will figure out how to get there. We'll probably get a walk. Or jetpack. I quite like the jetpacks. Quite like the jetpacks. Okay, so we are on the very edge of the lower level of throttle. So if I go down a bit, we start increasing speed. If I go up a bit, we start decreasing speed. I just want this to start dipping down into the low teens when we're close to the floor. I mean, ideally, I want it dipping down into single figures when we get there. Oh, that is a spaceship over there, isn't it? That is something crazy. We're 10 seconds from impact at this rate, and we are definitely dropping the correct amount of speed, so let's do that. If we're 10 seconds from impact, surely I should be able to see the floor. I mean, where's the glare from my engine? Where is the glare from my engine? Oh, we fell over. I just cannot see anything. I cannot see. Well, we appear to be semi-rested. You know what? This is good enough. We cannot get any... I cannot EVA. Hold up. Hold up. We're going to go do this right now. Yeah, no, I've got to agree with Alex here. It's a bit of a shame that Europe seems to be unable to learn some of the lessons that it really does need to. So the astronaut complex, where are we? That's... There we go. 75 grand. Definitely doing that. That was a thing we needed to do. Oh, it's definitely a landing we can walk away from. It's just a shame that I couldn't see the floor. I mean, what happened to the glare off the engine? The glare off the floor from the engine? That's the thing I'm really like confused about. All right, we can finally get Val out for an EVA. Oh, I hope this doesn't do anything silly like spin around. Does she not have lights? Val does not have lights. Why doesn't Val have lights? There we go. Much better. Okay, which way was the UFO? We definitely saw it somewhere, didn't we? Definitely saw it. Let's see if we can get some information about where we are. So we want to go east. I think we want to go east. that's west. East. Let's go. Brave little Valentina Kerman. Alright, how much fuel does she have? As long as we don't use more than a quarter of it, we're going to be... Oh, there it is. Look, do you see it? Just got to slow down enough. I'm being a bit heavy-handed with this, actually, to be honest, but here we go. Let's try and find the floor. Floors are always good. There we go. Alright. We're never there. We're nearly there. Nearly there. Oh, yeah, no, so Tom's telling me to hit the L key for the lights. I was pressing F because in every other game it's F, and I just wasn't engaging my brain properly, I suppose. We should be able to just kind of jump our way over. I mean, no, that's a boulder. That's not what we want, is it? Is this what we want? Is this what we've been looking for? Kind of looks like it. Kind of looks like it. No, it is a boulder. Oh, what? Okay, I'm going to have to start thinking about fuel conservation. Pop. Okay, let's get back to the map. Oh, we are nearly there, though. We are nearly there. If we go a little bit south, a little bit east, we should get there. A little bit south and a little bit east. Over that way somewhere. Let's go for the next rock. Maybe we should have waited for sunlight. There's a rock. I hope that's a rock anyway. Oh, bit of a heavy landing. Yeah, that's a rock. Is that it over there? Let's put this away and start running. Maybe we should wait for some daylight. Is daylight going to roll around anytime soon? Probably not. There's some daylight. Oh, here it comes. Just a little slither of sun would be nice. Ah, are we too far up? Are we too far up? $70, $57, $67. Oh, we need to go further west. Wow. Okay, so we must have gone past it. It's over this way. Is that it over there? No, that looks like a rock as well. Ah, what is that? Oh, glories. Oh, here we go. Ah, well, there we go, guys. I said it would happen, and here we go. I have found it. This is possibly going to be one of the places we dump the tourists. We will have to find out. Let me just put down this flag. Can we do it up here? This is the question. Can we... go on, Val. You can do it. Yeah, alright. Oh, no. We've got a little ragdoll issue going on here. There we go. We're good. Alright. Let's get up here. Go on, right on the very top. Right on the very, very top. Okay. Wicked. Wasted half our fuel, but that's fine. We can get back. Ah, site name. UFO. For the glories of the live stream. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And with that, guys, I am so Zane. Thank you very much for joining me for this adventure. I will see you next time, where we're going to get Val home. We're going to build a hotel somewhere around here, definitely. I'm literally just going to spend the next 2 minutes, or in fact, let's do that now. I'm going to spend a little bit of time just doing this. We're at 600 meters, so we want to start braking at 300. Because we should have enough fuel for that, right? Yeah, blatantly. Okay, let's start slowing down. It might be on its back, but that's cool. Oops. Slowing down would be great. 2. There we go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh yeah, configure my cur. Let's do that. Let's do that. Up here. No, she doesn't get a Kerbal engineer. Oh, poor Val. They don't like it. Alright, let's try and climb on the end of here. Get into our pod. Can't get up here. Always my favourite thing, trying to manoeuvre around on the moon. Okay, we are in. Now we can do this. So we want to edit this. Somewhere in here is time to suicide burn, you say? Impact biome. It must be down here somewhere. Eccentricity. Time to maneuver. Vessel or terrain. Okay. I mean orbital. That's no good. Surface. Let's try that. Hey. No, so not on the surface. Let's try the vessel. Delta V, thrust, accelerate, suicide burn, alt. Brilliant. There we go. Awesome. Well, thank you. And with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me for this mammoth live stream, guys. I will see you next week, where we're going to continue our moon exploitations, and we will do all sorts of other fun stuff as well, as we almost always do. I'll see you then when we're going to do that. Bye!